Could never be me. I'm already prepared. And in the camera, clearly, as you could tell. You know what I'm saying?
Put the controller in your hand and get stuff started. No buttons have been pressed.
What am I supposed to press?
Are we serious? Continue? Probably. You can guess. That's the one.
I knew that. Really. Anyway. Alright.
That's special, right?
Waiting for intro. Cue the intro.
Sleepy to the regular patient here. Welcome. It's not like Danganrompa some general, is it?
Probably. Who knows? It's not like we tried it before.
You haven't? I mean, I have. I was thinking we had these few. One thing led to another.
That sounds like plagiarism. Yeah.
Hello everybody, my name is Trey. Welcome back to the Affiliate video. Today I'm here with...
Tati the Princess.
What was that?
My bad. I started a little late. My bad. Tati the Princess.
She also started late. We supposed to start this video at 10
Alright, man.
I'm just not noticing your Moana bracelet.
Probably my purse.
Look at you all offended, gang.
I'm trying to fix my shirt.
We got this. We got lots to look through. AC is a whole nother thing again. What are we doing?
Oh, I thought you took the controller. I couldn't use it. Anyway, so, right, true bullies. True. So we did the investigation already, right? Oh yeah, blowing the shoes. Yeah, so we did the investigation already last episode. So now we're in the class trial, but none of it makes sense this time, so, you know.
No predictions.
Yeah.
Oh, she grew up.
Pretty ugly, too. Not bad.
It's my baby. Okay.
Get your baby.
Let me check these set skills. It's been a while since I really locked in. Okay. Okay, let me take all my bullets out. You know I gotta get them here. Let's start with a clean slate.
Oh, you gotta throw shit out of your
I wonder if I change difficulty, everything is set to me.
difficulty, and it's set to me. How about no?
Oh, no. It's been on the hardest difficulty since the first time we played it. What's the worst that could happen? Report card.
Probably a lot.
It's been a while since I talked to Mona, man. Let me see what I can't buy. I haven't talked to anybody enough to get anything off or discounted. This is...
It'd be like that.
It's this kind of skill. Reduces aiming speed. Effective during non-stop defeats. Yeah, improved aiming speed. Yeah.
We're good!
It's been a minute. What's this? Increases jump power, perfect for logic data. It's the only thing I can buy at the moment. I don't know if I want to save up for more class trials, because we know we're not going to have this again. This is going to be the last time we're ever going to...
Delusion!
I can't buy it, so...
You should get algorithm.
I already have that. Everything blue I already have. That being said, we're just going to have to deal with what we got. Select skills.
Charisma.
Increases influence gauge when the correct answers are chosen.
Charisma.
Oh yeah, it's good recovery, okay. Increases aiming speed, that's good. Trigger happy, delays reaction between hand. Increase speed of memorizing statement, that's also good.
You might as well just do everything we have, man. We have to see much.
I have, it's been a few while. I'm trying to remember what they got. Plus gauge decreases slower. Alright. Here we go.
Now then, let's
been a minute.
begin with a
Hold on,
simple
going on.
explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh well, who cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already!
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out. You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
Yeah, that.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
Bro.
But Nagito's not
What?
alone.
Has he not done that before?
Yeah.
Stop acting weird.
Listen, he don't want, and she don't know either.
Your head's empty anyway.
That's true.
Head? Huh. What's wrong with that? Listen up. The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
Anyway,
I'm not gonna comment on
we
that.
shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Of course!
Let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 in the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and
Look at your
Hyoko.
shift.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
I'm still wondering why
I
he
woke
could
up at my
have worked in an
cot the day
exo.
the incident happened.
Maybe it's because he was executed.
Mikan came by to wake me up
Yeah,
and told me that
there's a lot that was
Nagito had
executed.
recovered from his symptoms.
Well, only a certain amount were actually executed.
Only two of them.
Oh!
Only two of them are executed so far, but he
Those
still
were
has a
killed.
fork in a knife
We
over
immediately
his
headed
head.
over to the hospital,
his was
and after
special.
we confirmed his recovery,
Because he has execution. Everybody has execution is
I made
special.
Mikan
Yeah.
rest in the on-call room, since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then,
Wow.
I saw the incoming signal light on the
Yeah, she was
surveillance
sleeping with her
camera
thighs
blinking
on.
before our
I couldn't
scheduled
breathe.
time.
I ain't finna tell that. He finna talk about.
Twice.
When I
He
pressed
finna
the
talk
button
about
to turn on
pitching
the
and 10
monitor,
again, bro. I'm not trying to get into
screen
this
was-
argument.
What?
Yeah, her thing looks like a bamboo sword from her execution.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's hard to tell, but it's slightly thicker than the rest of everybody else's axes.
A video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder. Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story. And then what did you do, Hajime? I tried
Yeah,
to stop them,
Hajime.
of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late. By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling. I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone. So I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko. So I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
Various ways?
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
After I heard from
What'd you
those two that
do?
Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she
I'm
was
still
the person
remembering
wearing the
my
hemp bag.
antenna was poking up. I was sitting there like, I know my antenna doesn't look like that.
So I immediately led them to the
Do
music
you have an
venue.
antenna in anime?
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the four of us broke down the door. And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hyoko's. And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When we removed
He
the
doesn't
hemp
have a
bag,
hoagie on his
just
head.
as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out.
He does.
Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Yeah.
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
Right, how do we know that?
Tati,
Sorry.
you would get us
I'm
all
only being
killed if you
impartial
play along
right
with him.
now. And the story I just heard is clearly suspicious.
A little bit.
Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now.
Lie? Why would I lie?
Obviously. So
Why
you
would
can
I?
make us
Why
ignore
would you
what
not?
might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Do you doubt me?
Yes.
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it. Come
How?
on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
Yeah.
Stop playing along with
What
this.
do you mean? He's kind of
I can
right.
tell the guy that confused matters and make things worse.
He's right, bro.
No shit. See, I knew I shouldn't explain it to Nagito. This isn't. This is why I didn't do it earlier. And now we made a little cut shot. Now we finna sit here and waste time with what?
Make your argument.
All 6 truth bullets.
Let's get the motel room key. Or the surveillance monitor.
No, I can hold this infinitely. Apparently. You got
I
nothing?
just said I can hold this indefinitely. I already told you what I wanted.
Okay.
Surveillance monitor. Oh wait, because the monitor and camera.
He said
They're
it
both
can't
in different
record.
places. So the hospital goes to the motel. The motel goes to the hospital.
What? Okay. What's this?
That's not exactly smart. Motel room key.
Hajime's
No,
testimony is
motel
clearly...
room.
That's Himiko's. What's that gonna do?
Wait. Let me think.
You're just like Nagito.
Let me think.
No,
Let me think.
I'm tired.
Let me think.
I'm tired.
Let me think. Go back to her key.
Wait, I gotta look at this.
Then they're wearing him back and they will climb a step ladder toward the noose.
I told everybody that, but that doesn't really help me.
Okay, so let's try the camera unit. The camera unit was broken.
Looking for the camera.
You just passed it. Go down. Go down. Down you went.
This doesn't really help either. This doesn't really help either. If
Can we listen to what he's saying first before you start making?
Alright! That could have been what you said.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that it
Dang, bro, you really lost your spark, didn't you?
Because I forgot I gotta sit here and beat down my lies.
That would
I don't
also
think
be a
I can
lie.
deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Witness of what?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
Dang.
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie means it probably is Hajime's
Wait,
fault.
no. Movie ticket, because we didn't watch it.
Oh! That's a good one. That's a good one. Why did he
Hajime's
contradicted
testimony is clearly
himself?
suspicious.
He knows I have the movie
He
ticket.
was right there with it.
You
That would also...
I don't think I can. After all,
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
That's crazy. I really should sit there
Did
here
Hajime
and
kill
beat it
both
down. I knew you saw
He
that.
The
lost
fact
those
that the
parts.
bodies were imitating the movie
Come on. Shoot.
means it probably is Hajime's fault.
Oh! He tried to shoot a shot.
Hajime's
He got a
testimony...
freaking airball.
That would also...
I don't think I can. After all,
Why would Hajime...
Well, obviously,
There you go.
because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie means it probably is Hajime's
You're
fault.
such a monkey.
That's your boy. I want to see you do it.
Okay, bro. Wait, how do I
Hajime's-
shoot?
Ah!
How do I shoot?
Triangle.
Okay, triangle to shoot the fire bullet. Okay, and then how do I fast forward?
Testimony is clearly...
Hajime's... Then the fact that it...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the
I
movie
missed that whole open area.
means it probably is
We're gonna
Hajime's
sit
fault.
here and beat down the word. How many times am I gonna get the same line?
Hajime's... Then the fact that it...
That would also...
This is our first class round back. We're good.
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie. No, that's
No,
wrong.
that's wrong.
We're imitating the movie.
You were with me in the theaters.
Killer! I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
Yo, press A. Press A.
I feel like we should just sit here and look at this for a bit.
Huh? Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that. Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it? Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
Hold on a sec! You're the one who brought this up in the first place!
You did do that!
Nagito, what are you doing?
Right! Look how mad I am!
Since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation. So it also provides a good warm-up.
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
This isn't a game, we're all gonna die!
Get mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
What a waste of time.
Because really, I really don't like how you keep supporting this man who keeps trying to kill us. I really don't.
Now then,
I don't get it.
since we know Hajime's testimony
get it.
is reliable, let us move on to the arguments. So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it. Ibuki committed suicide.
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide ain't possible, huh?
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
And that's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean, a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
But there's nowhere to hide and
That door is
join
the
us.
only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
They were?
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two! Sonia and Kazuichi!
Me too?
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
The others all have alibis.
Dang, somebody from the couple better.
No, because I really
Nikon,
can't
Hajime
guess.
and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital,
I feel like
the only person that leaves is one of you.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru.
Nah, if he was important to the case, he wouldn't. If he was able to do anything that resolved to this case, especially with all this planning, but he would have been able to do it. What the freak? Your ADHD kicking in? What's over here, gang? Hey, you said you got something to say?
I did. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What if it's like, I'm spitballing here, right? Cause the shark face reminds me of the baseball guy from the first game.
Right.
Right. I was just thinking about cause he got.
That's gonna go bad in the camera. I saw a fly. Swear. Hey, cut that out. Good.
But he got when he got caught from the other game, he started going crazy, like frantic. You know what I'm saying? Trying to bang on the door to get out and stuff. I don't know why, but the words that Sharkface was saying a second ago just kind of triggered that, and I just assumed he was gonna do the same thing. I know. I'm just saying, like, what the? You're
Why are you talking like, huh? You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you?
What did he say?
He just said me too.
Nekomaru and me too.
Please stop making bad jokes.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
What a weird way of backing us into a wall. Is this his professional skill?
Yeah.
He was inside the music venue, and he obviously thinks so. There's no way well, there's not no way, but what are my options here?
Somebody transparent blob.
That has nothing. How's that gonna help? Let's listen first.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
Maybe.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
Yeah. Yes, they did.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The glob.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
Yeah?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together.
Huh!
And suddenly appeared.
So they look like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Sure, I don't care. I don't get it. That didn't help.
The person's remark.
Oh, prove it with the evidence. Yeah, the broomstick. Okay,
That's
so I thought this
agreed.
was an argument.
It is an argument. It says this person's remark contradicts the truth.
Oh.
The killer was still inside the music venue.
Wrong idea.
By locking the door from the inside,
Locking the door.
they
didn't
tried
lock
to
it
keep
'cause
us from getting in.
They used the lock. They used the glob.
It seems they
But
were
like-
trying to stall for time.
Stole for time. Bro, this case sucks.
Shooting people.
Huh?
Just actually shoot somebody. Y'all stuck to where the music venue doors touch each other.
Doesn't really help us here. Side plus thing. What can I do with that?
Y'all stuck to the baton line. That doesn't really help.
Look at the motel. Motel key. That's definitely not. Nothing to do with the motel.
Well, golly, can we just like see just in case? Cause it's like,
We know it's
let's listen
for
one time.
Himiko's. Okay.
That door should not have had a lock.
Okay, you shouldn't have.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they look like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
I'm gonna go with the thick glob and just shoot it at the. Are you talking about the broken drumstick? Like
The killer was still inside the music
it might have
venue.
listen,
By
cause
locking the door
listen.
from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to...
How did they lock the door?
That door should not have.
The lock was on the
get it.
floor.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
Move it! Move it!
How did you miss that?
That's not.
Crap!
Okay, so that didn't count.
Miss
The
it.
killer
But
was
I
still
know
by
what I'm
locking
looking
the
at.
door. They tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to
I definitely forgot how to. I definitely forgot.
What was that?
stall for time.
How did they lock the door?
What are you trying to do?
Remember her statement. What's my button for remembering a statement?
Select truth. Oh wait, no.
Do we not have that yet? Do we not have like memorized it?
Probably. I mean, what's a silencer?
That door should not have had a lock.
That.
The lock was on the floor.
So if I'm not remembering a statement. Doing two bars. If you target a weak spot and hold down the triangle button.
Or in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can
What the
use
heck?
that as a bolt to
What the
lock
heck
the
is
door.
that?
That's exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to figure
Wait
out
until we get and suddenly.
I'm trying to figure out what that was.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
So that is how you do
The
it.
killer was still in. By locking the door, they tried to keep
It
us.
seems they were trying...
How did they lock the door? That door should not have.
The lock was on the floor.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door.
We're
By doing that,
cooked!
the killer who
Oh
was
my
hiding
God.
inside
Let's
waited till we
practice with
gathered
another
together and
statement.
suddenly appeared.
So they look like
How do
they
you let
had
it
just
go?
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
We're almost
The
out
killer
of
was
time.
still
We'll
inside the
instantly lose
music
when
by
the timer
locking
goes
the door
down.
from the inside. They
Okay,
tried to keep
okay.
us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt
the way your brain do?
by doing that.
I was busting
until we get.
Oh my gosh. Imagine giving up after 4 minutes.
This is our end? We will never give up!
Don't look this way.
The killer was still in by locking the door from the inside. They tried to keep us from getting in.
Easy for that,
because you don't have purple things in the way.
How did they lock
Maybe
the door?
to click
That
the
door should
purple
not have
letters.
The lock was on the
I
floor.
forgot we gotta be.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
Beat it down, beat it down. What she said is right, so take it, take it, take it, take it.
Why didn't you? I didn't even hear that.
Okay, so maybe you can't take somebody's statement.
Waited till we gathered together, and suddenly appeared.
So they look like I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Miss Sonia.
Okay.
Shut up.
I should be able to prove that with evidence.
Was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
Okay, then what would be wrong with this?
The door.
That they didn't. It wasn't.
That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front
Just
of the door.
try to shoot it at the broken drumstick.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they look like I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Oh my god!
Yo, do you help me?
By locking the door from the inside,
this is as easy as I remember.
getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door?
How did they lock the door?
That door should not have had a lock.
Just focus on trying to shoot it at.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Agreeing with her?
Are you talking about the broken
Because
drumstick?
it's not the broken drumstick. It's the freaking transparent glove. Man, I said this is. Oh
The
yeah, we
killer
already
was
did
still
that.
inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
From his own words?
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Is this good though?
Are you talking about the...
I'm so confused.
What bullets do we have? How does this motel key help? She used it herself. Thick scrap of paper that was stuck with a knife. It doesn't help.
We're literally talking about how it was locked.
How?
The Glock.
Do we don't know what it is yet? We don't know what it is yet.
Let me see.
I want to trust
drumstick?
you.
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they look like I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Wait, listen. That person's remark contradicts the truth. I should be able to prove my evidence. So it's not. We're not remembering anything. It's one of our bullets are correct.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
Stall for time.
How did they lock the door?
You think that's wrong?
That door should not have had a lock.
I mean, it's true.
The lock
Everything
was on the
Fujiko
floor
said
in
is
front
true.
of the
He was
door.
there.
Are you talking about
But
You can use that as a. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited
Let me look
till
at the
we
bolts
gathered
again.
together
How do I do that? Hold on.
and suddenly appeared.
Step ladder.
So they look like they had just rushed over.
Monitor video.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
So they look like they just
Stall for time.
rushed over.
Stall for
The
time.
killer was
Stall
still
for
inside
time.
the music
Video.
venue. By locking the
we're
door
talking
from the
about when it was
inside.
locked.
No, and it was locked from the inside.
Getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
Damn it!
The killer was still
shoot.
inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside.
That's how we blast.
Damn it!
Which one did you shoot? Which one did you shoot? The
The
monitor?
killer was still
Man,
inside the
put
music
glue,
venue.
the clock. It doesn't. And shoot it
locking the
at him.
door
Just
from
for
the inside.
me. We don't have to.
No, that's wrong.
Man, I'm right. Oh my gosh! I told you to do that this whole time. Bro.
There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
From the outside? How?
See, you didn't think about that.
No, yes, it did.
Transparent glob stuck
I
to
think
the
I
venue
can tell say a
door.
word.
Maybe that's what they used.
I'm so mad that that guy is stuck and killed and 20 seconds left for the second attempt.
Like rubber, maybe?
Just
It wasn't rubber at all.
It was glue.
It was none of it. Glue.
That semi-transparent glob must have been glue. Glue?
Yeah, I think so
Surprise!
too.
Golly.
It had a firm, gel-like chewiness, and I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth. Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
I didn't know glue was edible.
I believe it is not something one typically eats.
That glue was only applied
You're
to
not
the areas
typical.
where both doors touched. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly.
But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily.
That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
What'd you say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so?
No.
It was so
It's kinda
obvious
small.
that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose? Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
Apologize to Miss Sonia. And me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no
Shut
sides
up.
at all.
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the
Harvey, like-
venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Even quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue,
Not necessary?
they must have done it earlier than that.
But when
Really?
Hajime got to the venue, only if
And when you went back with everyone else,
I know exactly what he's talking about.
Hyoko's
This
body
is
was
my
there
theory.
too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually
I said this,
killed
you didn't
earlier.
believe me when I said it?
Huh?
He almost got us killed because he wanted to make everyone think I'm the killer.
Of course, the body was revealed.
Stop
on its own.
supporting
The
him!
killer did that too.
I'm tired of repeating this. I'm tired of repeating this.
It was the opposite.
I'm tired of repeating this.
Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
That is so
That's right.
unnecessarily not helpful.
What is this scrap anyway?
Oh! Scrap. Ah! Hey man, oh man.
Yeah.
Hey, gang, you need to help me. I'm not good at spelling, as you already know.
What are we trying to figure out?
I'm trying to figure out. We're trying to figure out what had the thing with the thing. We're trying to figure out,
Clearly, art ain't it. So what are we doing?
what could possibly... I'm not clicking it, otherwise I'll lose health. I gotta remember the wording, what it was, because I can't spell. What did they use? It was a scrap. It was a wrapping paper, right?
Mm-hmm.
Starts with a W.
Wrappings. What we do the S do? Stop clicking.
Actually, alright, anyways, I'm just breaking it. wrapping paper.
A2, get the A. Wait. That's not wrapping.
It's not wrapping, so what is it?
I don't know.
I can't spell getting on to...
It's only 2 letters. What do you expect me to get from that? Keep going.
Okay.
That's not wrapping. There's no R. There's an R before the A.
Okay.
W-A.
Wallpaper.
Wallpaper. Yeah. Get the P. Get the P. A. Ooh.
Oh, they better collide.
Ah!
Okay. We're doing.
No, we are not chill.
We're chilling.
Get the A, man. What are you doing? Come on.
Yeah. Help me, gang.
Paper. Get the P. E. Ah! Why did you put...
Ah! We've been here for too long. What's next?
P! P! Do you not know how to spell paper?
Look.
But can we focus?
Ah! Oh, God!
P! Get the...
Getting weird, not getting
Paper! E! R! Oh my God! Yo!
Scrap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room?
Oh no, man!
Wow, Hajime, you were thinking for a long time. What happened to you?
Oh, Hajime!
In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap. There was also a tear along the edge of the wall.
Like something's shining a light.
If so,
Right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting, tear in the wallpaper,
It almost fits
perfectly.
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hyoko's body disappearing?
A mere
So
nobody
they
like me
disappeared.
isn't important enough to answer that.
You know the answer
But
is
if you
there.
guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
Exceptional one, though. Right, y'all were exceptional.
Stop! Next to the sudden appearance, I know what happened. Okay, let's give this a try.
Yeah. Go in the back.
Logic dive.
What is that? Oh, what the heck?
Oh, that's my health.
You might be done for.
How do I jump? Triangle. And X to speed up. Aye!
The heck was that?
Slide. Circle.
Ah!
Try to do with the waves. Until the I just gotta keep making it until they start asking me questions. But the problem is they put the jump button in the...
I was brought here. It was hidden. Where did Hyoko's body suddenly appear? It was hidden. It was hidden. It was hidden. It was hidden.
I know that. Shut up, gang. I gotta get there first.
Yeah. Awful. Woo! Zooey! Zooey! Slide on! Stop!
Man, what are they gonna...
Yo!
Don't stop me.
Yo, stop! We're not gonna make it!
Oh, I didn't realize how low our health is, gang. We gotta be careful. Don't stop me now. I'm having such a good time.
What did the killer use to hide her body? The wallpaper.
It had to be you.
I'll read them. You keep moving. Oh, I guess that's it.
No, there's one more question. You
Oh.
can see on the left.
Oh, no, there's too many questions actually. Just in case you forgot.
I tried to do. No, no. Ah! We just answered number 2.
Yo! Yo! Hajime ain't this good at skate. How did the killer hide her body with the wallpaper? They covered the pillar. Ah! Ah! Yo!
Yeah, what did it take? We're not getting an A for this past trial. I mean, I thought
I
we
don't care about no A, man. I go with a D+. I won't.
Too smooth.
It's all coming together.
It's all coming together. Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Got it. Hyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
What? They hid the pillar?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. So when I first discovered Ibuki's body, Hyoko's body was already there. However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's
Why'd
body
they turn
right
off the
away.
rocket paper and not just leave it hidden?
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
That's a good question. More evidence? Would have been better if he just
The
didn't do it
baton
at all.
lighting forms a
Then
perfect
people could have just
circle
wrote this
around
off
the
as a
pillar.
suicide.
So using it to hang the
So,
wallpaper totally fits.
Was it really? Because it wasn't really that important to like mimic the movie. Because if you didn't mimic the movie, Ibuki's suicide alone would have been good.
Is to make it look like that pillar.
That's
Yeah,
how they
those
hid
whole
Hyoko's
bunch of
body,
stickers.
and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
Why?
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
The killer must have been in a hurry. If their plan took too long, Hajime could have walked in on them.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Then, when was Hyoko actually killed?
Good point.
Too hot to tell.
And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once. But what is that?
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard of Monami 2.5D?
Don't put my likeness in your movie.
She didn't even know.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
I don't eat mothballs. I just enjoy looking at them. I knew it.
That's unnecessary information nobody cared about. Tachi, do not comment on that.
Intentional.
Do not.
Ibuki's death by him.
Anyway, go ahead.
Oh, I can't wait to clip this.
Matches the
I'm clipping
scarecrow's
and send it
death
back
from
to
the
their
movie.
parents.
Not just that, but Hyoko getting taped up after her death.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
No, it's difficult.
The reason that killer imitated 2 weeks in the movie could explain
Because they
mixing
like-
up the killing order.
I see.
The reason the killer imitated 2 of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Then, Hyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
Told
A
you.
valid line of reasoning.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean?
It was hot.
Nobody's breezing through this
If you're
fast
going to
trial.
cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
Twice in one time.
I'm not even crying.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and
What a jerk!
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
Which is how
What's
she got
wrong
the
with that?
But
bottom of her.
it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
How light. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather. Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Man, he's being annoying.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed. How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
The
Because she
monitor.
was doing
No, her
something
feet.
only possible if her feet were on the floor.
It
She was
seems
still
you
climbing up the
suffer
ladder
from a
before the
pathetic
candle snuffed out.
delusion.
Well,
But it
again,
never actually
You're
showed
one
in
to
the
talk.
beginning.
well, again, that doesn't exactly have to be.
Yes, it is.
Actually,
The monitor.
if I ran over there, well, like you said, her hair wasn't there, so it might not. It could have, maybe not.
The monitor. You know it's the monitor. So quit whining.
It's the blood on the shoes. You know it's that.
When Hiyoko died,
What?
Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
I agree with that.
I agree with that.
Consent. Got consent? You got consent?
Just as Sonia said,
Do I need it?
Ibuki stepped on something.
This is.
That something was blood. There were faint blood stains on the soles of her slippers.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
Yeah, she suffered no external
Then it's
injuries.
Hyoko's
Even
blood.
showing the Monokuma mid-video, you would have digging your chest.
I was trying to reach over
And she
here.
died
I
almost
was trying to reach
instantly.
over
Oh, rather.
If Ibuki
I couldn't
stepped
reach
on
because I couldn't put
something-
my sleeve down.
Means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded.
And we have Recon. Good these fan services.
Means Ibuki was
better.
still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power
the-
of the evil eye.
The 4 dark demons of destruction.
Did you just contradict me?
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
Does
What
that
are you
mean
talking
a
about?
rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? But are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know.
I don't
You're
care.
so frightened you can't even make a sound. It seems you've realized our difference in
The moment
status.
Cutter would have hit the.
However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
The 4 dark demons of destruction.
What are you doing anymore? Oh, forget about this thing. Alright, what we looking like? Oh! Okay, what we looking like?
Can we reset this first? Like,
All these swords? No. You're gonna have to guess. Smudge on the floor? With help.
surveillance monitor.
What's that got to do with blood?
Oh,
We're proving that she has blood on her feet.
Smudge on the floor.
You're
It's
saying the
probably
blood on
like she was
Ibuki's feet
stepping in-
belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor. You can't step on blood that was never there. Just about one you could see
I
in
did
this
not.
nightmare.
Who was talking?
Despite his exaggerated punch, I feel like I'm already saying opening.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged. Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Allow me to cut
Let me
through
go
those
through
words.
those words.
Man, I do this and I still got it right. I'm like that.
It was my words.
That's not it.
Like
the reason
that.
there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped
Wow,
it away
is it?
afterward.
Hajime thought it was a trick. He said this is so easy. In his first argument, he already had a hole in it.
Don't say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all.
Yes, I do. If you look closely,
There was
there's a
Hajime.
floor
Yes.
where blood is
I
wiped
do.
away.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, They probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right?
Right. Why would
Even if
that
there
means
was
the order of the murders had to
body,
be somehow involved in
it'd
the
be bad
case?
if her blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Yoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding.
Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating. So I don't think they had to go that far.
Aside from
nobody else knows
Miko,
that.
none of us were aware of that fact.
Right.
So the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikan's autopsy?
That's right! I didn't know the time of death
be on
because of
purpose,
the
right.
heater!
The time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yup. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided. Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now. Fine then, but regardless of good or...
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Huh? Again? Didn't something like this happen last time, too?
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
The same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself. Unfortunately, that means there's no Blacken to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Why me?
That's an option?
Nagito,
Yeah, please.
what do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
What?
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death. I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko, and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
That's totally impossible!
Right.
She never would have killed her to begin with!
She was afflicted by the despair
yeah.
disease, remember?
Yeah, but she was
means
double.
anything.
This doesn't mean she was like
But if Ibuki's
randomly
the
gonna kill
killer,
it.
she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time.
Then she was alive.
Okay, that was better. Why you gave up quick?
When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead.
Oh, what? I
If
thought.
she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
She was just.
She hanged herself. Remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
And if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging. Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
Why would you touch
I
this?
see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
What the heck?
There's still one more issue on my
I'm
mind.
tired of us reacting like he's saying something
Who
audacious.
didn't commit suicide? And just what was that video Hajime saw?
Yeah?
According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right? Then does that mean someone forced her to do it?
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
The despair disease!
Why we got like we forgot? Right? We act like we forgot.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer
She's still
did
freaking out in the corner?
something. So, maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
Yeah?
But just to be
Didn't keep
sure,
back up?
that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
It's a
Yeah.
cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Then, the video Hajime saw was actually live?
What time did Hajime see that video?
I didn't see her
Like
hang
30
herself.
minutes
though.
after.
Right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the
Yeah.
body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree.
Wouldn't that still
Let
be the
Operation
doctor?
Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
Oh, I can't make any guesses. We're just gonna hear this out.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
Okay.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
Right.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
True.
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
He was in his
That's
own
not
cottage.
an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease,
No,
nobody
Mikon
has
said
an alibi then.
nobody has an
Operation
alibi.
Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
Okay, so that has to be it. The murder supposedly happened between and during the morning announcement. The person doesn't have an alibi for that time.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane.
Mikon.
Who didn't have an alibi?
He's right.
Oh yeah, I should check my bullets first.
And what about the others?
Invitation ticket, I already know that.
Right
Sonya
before the
account,
morning announcement.
I
Hiko's
forgot what
account.
she said.
Let's check my accounts.
Everybody's account. Hiyoko was distraught because her kimono was disheveled. She was unable to tie on her own. That's when Miss Sonya
Not relevant.
made Mikon in front of the hotel. They split up to search for Ibuki. Wait, please don't met Mikon in front of the hospital. They checked their theater and electric avenue to find anyone. Apparently, Fuyuhiko and Mikon were only separated for a short time.
Oh, they fit my head.
Go to Mikon's account.
There's somebody else's account, right?
Mikon. Right up until the Monokuma announcement in the morning, Mikon was with Hajime the whole time. Afterwards, she went to the hospital to check on everyone and realized Ibuki had disappeared. When she rushed out the hospital to search for Ibuki, she apparently met up with Fuyuhiko, but they were the ones who did separate for a short amount of time.
So it had to be
I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
It's Fuyuhiko.
Everyone at the motel was
Fuyuhiko
doing that.
actually says that they split up.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
Actually, he said he was in his own cottage. Can I agree with that?
No, he wasn't in his cottage. He was
Mikon
just with
said
Mikon.
Mikon said he tried him, but his door was locked.
They split up for. She just said that she met up with Fuyuhiko.
No,
but they
it
split
was
up.
before the morning announcement, and she woke me up beforehand because I was dying. But to him, she said she tried him first, but his door was locked. Ibuki broke my door lock, so she just came into my room. Both of them were with me.
Okay, so that.
Well, I guess it could have been one of these two.
Yeah, so let's do Fuyuhiko's account. And let's see. Because Fuyuhiko's the only one that actually specifies the separation.
This is true.
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
It's not.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi then,
Nobody has an alibi.
Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
I'm still thinking about that. Nobody has an alibi? Nobody has an alibi.
Okay, Mikon was with you the whole time.
Is that
We
is
can
an
exclude
alibi?
the sick people like me and Akane,
Is it?
right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have it.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi then,
No, that's wrong.
that's wrong.
Man, swamp like that! Man, swamp like that!
Not all of us are missing an alibi.
Right.
In fact, Mikon and I both have alibis.
you two have alibis?
Yes.
Up until I saw that hanging
cuddling.
video, Mikon and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up together that morning.
Leave that part out.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime.
Too much info.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case,
You have alibi.
the killer
Okay.
must be someone else.
Okay, so it's not me.
It have to be
It's
him.
better if we think about it like that.
Well, maybe.
I don't think so, because I don't think he
The killer
disrespects people
decided
like
to
that.
falsify the murder sequence
Pico
to
Paco.
hide the actual
Gang, we never
time of the
thought
crime
Pico was a
anyway.
killer with a mask called Sparkling Justice. Don't sit here and use your emotions.
Pico Pico Yoko.
Guys are taking the death of our friends so serious.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
But committing an imitation murder, faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process, was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was
I was
another
thinking
reason?
about that. It's unnecessary to
I
do
feel
that if
really
you're trying
bad
to
for
win.
confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying
not.
the murder sequence.
He just said.
You do it again. Killer
Bro.
had a different reason. If that's the case, are we still in the killer's trap? Was that a trap set by one of us? And if so, then whose trap is it? We done with the first half? Oh shit. I like that.
Hiya!
Stop it!
One of these are kill time.
What a
Right.
disappointment!
What? It's peanut gallery. What?
We part of the peanut gallery.
No, we ain't.
I'm Monami. Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation. Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this? We were supposed to have a fun, friendly school trip, but it turned out all bloody instead. No! This definitely can... Everyone, do your very best.
Can we skip? Like, dang, why she still on my screen?
Gosh, man, you think you're really deep about this, huh? Shut up, Nagito. Okay.
Okay.
It suddenly got quiet in here.
Yeah,
Did I
shut up.
confuse you? If so,
Man,
Try to hear
this
from
again.
if that's the case,
some
it
people
would have been
like
just
it.
I don't understand why you keep-
gone ahead and killed me too. If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
Because there's a king
You
involved.
can only
It's
kill
against
two.
the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Seriously,
Are you
just
pouting
shut up
about
already.
it?
Shut up forever!
Dang, that's so rude.
But I'm thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
Then why
It's not
imitate it in the
just
first
that.
place?
Come on, try to remember the content of the movie. About the lion that got killed second.
That's the one Hiyoko's body was imitating, right?
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually pinned by arrows, right? But Hiyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape.
Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the
You know I was thinking that
arrows.
at first.
Well, that's
but
probably it,
what
but
she sounds like.
that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete.
Right.
If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
I'm saying Hiyoko's murder wasn't.
What?
Hyoko's murder wasn't planned?
I understand that imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions?
It's not just the poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
Strange details? Like what?
Like, for example, why did Hiyoko go to the music venue?
Nothing.
Because she couldn't tie her kimono.
So,
Oh, right.
you're saying
That's
the
where
truth
we use
behind
Sony's
Hyoko's
account.
murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue what you're
Mother,
trying
I'm
to say.
blocking the front camera.
However, this is getting quite interesting.
Why he music went to the venue? If I can find that out.
Find her.
Yep, I already know. Sony's account. Looking for it. What? Yo, this is Cheeks.
What is this?
I had a burp. What?
Why did
Gotcha, you need to
Hiyoko
reload.
go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
The motel room key, because it was still
Right.
a thing.
She
went
came
to her
to.
own
yeah.
free will.
I agree
I
with
agree with that.
Always agreeing with something, man.
I'm not like it's only twice in a row. First of all, second of all, no wonder she made the choice. She was the one who told me the
She went to the
information.
music venue of her own free will.
So, exactly as I assumed.
If no one
Alright,
called for her, then why did she go?
Hiyoko locked herself in her room because she was
It was
being
Sonia's idea.
cautious of the despair disease, you know? I don't think a person like that
Plenty of
would
people
leave their
are dead.
room just because someone called for them.
There's
You
no
go to
way
ASG
she got
again.
abducted.
Hiyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
The killer could have locked her door, right? Just to hide the fact Hiyoko got abducted.
Two things. One, her key was deep
They
in her
couldn't have hidden her
kimono.
room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious. Otherwise, there's no
Not
point
to
in
mention
messing
her
with
bed
the
was
crime scene if
completely
nobody
clean.
finds the key. At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that.
I won't lose.
Huh? Let's able to argue with me today.
Are you saying my gut was wrong?
Yeah.
My
Yes.
first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
I don't care about your highlights.
Shut up! Enough with your fancy talk. I'll shut you up right now.
What is this?
Unnecessary. I don't get what your argument is. Sony's account.
Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted. The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room and forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak-looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
But Hiyoko's room was locked.
And her bed was completely made up.
The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hiyoko locked the door herself.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
There's no reason for the killer to put the key in Hiyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Oh, damn.
Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono. There's only one reason her kimono got messed up. She fought the killer.
No!
Allow me to cut through those words. The reason Hiyoko's kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
You know?
Wear her kimono?
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Oh, don't worry, that wasn't on purpose. I went to go talk, but my feet were so
Kyoko
sweaty, I
seemed
slipped
to
on
be
the wood
really
floor.
struggling with wearing her kimono.
But your socks so sweet.
I
TMI.
believe that was one of the
You're
reasons
not
she
even
locked
wearing
herself
socks.
in
You just
her
your
room.
bare feet.
Right?
Nobody has bare feet, bro.
That is why I
It
informed
tickles.
her. I told her that there
All
was
right,
a
dead
full-length
people.
mirror at the music venue,
yeah.
and I suggested that she use it.
And you got her killed.
Then the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah, She went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to me.
Hajime,
What?
now's your chance. Make her admit defeat. Or better yet, make her do a little something something.
Dr.
I have assumed that Hiyoko would go to the music venue.
Just save the favor
little
for
song.
Just save the favor.
Though
Just
that
save the favor in
may
case you
not
get out of
apply
this.
to Sonia, since she provided Hiyoko with
I don't like
that
the audience.
information.
Whoa!
Go there.
What am I talking about?
What are you talking about?
Oh
No
no, my
way I could
grandparents
have
must my
predicted when
shit.
she would
Yo.
have.
Love you, Grandpa. Oh, I'm so cooked.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonia, you cretin. I'll put you and your hamsters 6 feet under.
Kazuichi,
Like your
it
stuff.
seems you have quite the fashion sense. Do you want me to incinerate your clothes?
Gundam, please stop! For his sake.
What do you mean for my sake?
Of course.
That would hurt my feelings.
I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
Even if the killer couldn't predict it, why did Hiyoko
Right?
get killed
I
in the
don't
music
care.
venue?
The only thing I can think
Everybody's
of
just
is
getting disrespected.
it was an unfortunate coincidence.
Coincidence?
When she went to the venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
It
Real.
probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill
I don't know who
Ibuki.
it is.
The killer most likely had already placed
So
the
sold.
handbag over her head. And without hesitation,
Killed Hiyoko.
because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder scenes.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do? They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan. Do you have any ideas?
Telling her to, again, she's gullible. Telling her to commit suicide isn't all that
The most
special.
important part.
The killer's plan from the very beginning. We're sure close to
Hey,
something.
Nagito, any ideas?
Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet?
Oh, am I allowed to speak?
Why are you actually
I'm
surprised?
so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs help from scum like me.
So what do you think?
I was
Right?
thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion.
Conclusion.
Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
No, I definitely figured that out.
What are you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember. There was blood on Ibuki's slippers. So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene, there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue. So that's why I
Right.
think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
You know, we already
No,
finished
but,
talking about that a while ago.
Really? That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Or you should have
There's
laughed.
limit to
No!
how useless you can be.
Wait a minute. If we have put in their feet, their whippy fingers.
Strange.
Exactly.
Strange.
This is strange.
He was right.
Easy voice me one more time.
He was right.
Easy voice me one more time.
He was right.
Easy voice me one more time.
Yo, what is this?
Those footprints.
Ah!
Just as Nagito said, she had footprints on her feet. Would have been, if she had blood on her feet, there would have been footprints. So why weren't there any footprints?
Oh, shit. Step. I mean,
That doesn't include why she had blood.
Can we see what we have first?
No. What's what? Gang.
Is this it?
You're watching. You're good.
Is this it?
You're actively watching.
Another tote bag. Well, we're talking about shoes, right?
Display problem. Why?
Why weren't there any footprints? Oh, the step ladder. I mean, the music video curtain. Because you said it was store bought. Wait, look at the music video curtain. Because I'm gonna be tripping. I'm definitely tripping.
No, you were right about something.
No, click it. The blood carrier is not wide enough to use the station. It looks like a robot from the supermarket and not something that was originally here. So unless they use that as like a carpet or something. Oh! I mean, okay, come on, let's figure this out. Oh my god, they have to talk?
Great job, gang. This is Nagito said. She had blood on her feet and footprints.
Then why were there any footprints?
Was it back to the smudges because they cleaned it?
Probably. Do we use things twice?
No, we never do.
So it's not the smudges. The other tote bag, because it could have been somebody else. I mean, no. Yeah, why weren't there any footprints? Yeah, go to Dang! Wah!
The tote bag.
What is it? Yeah, tote bag. Where the tote bag at? Where's the tote bag at? Do we not have a tote bag? We have the other tote bag. Monokuma's account. Tote bag. Yeah. Limited. Yeah.
What's the tote bag do, Tati?
Because I thought like it was like
on the timer.
Bro, I don't know.
Oh, the timer resets every time we fail.
Okay, cool. So anyway. Okay, the blood on the ladder, maybe?
I can prove it with this.
Alright, that's enough.
If Ibuki used the stepladder to hang herself, it's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
Huh? There weren't?
Yeah, that stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or
bloodstains
bloodstains at all.
They do be guarding the body. They don't do no investigation.
You notice such a small detail. How amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate.
What are you talking about? You're obviously leading us to this, so why'd you bring up the suicide topic in the first place?
But didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder? Then I think there's no doubt that she really did climb it.
Unless there was something funny about that video.
I see. So there was some kind of trick arranged in that video.
But that's something
I
only
said that too.
Hajime would know.
No, I said that
Since
last
he's
episode.
the only one who saw
No,
that
you didn't.
video.
You are.
Yes, I did. I said it last episode. There was somebody else because I couldn't. The hair wasn't cascading down.
I think we can reproduce a hidden truth.
Hajime,
It's all up to
I
me.
leave it
No,
in
it's all
your
up to me.
hands.
As long as I leave this to you, I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Yeah, I'll definitely try.
Why are we all just relying on one person?
There's some hidden clue to do it. I should have seen something strange when I watched it. I'm the only one who can figure that up.
Well, I actually saw that video. I'm the only one who can do it.
Why? Why would you do that? In the video I saw, based on everything I know from the digest thus far, I should be able to figure out what's strange.
The tote bag. Gotta be. Wait.
It's one of two things. It's either the lack of blood that's on the ladder, or their head. Head bag covering her face.
Damn it!
So that was suspicious.
Golly, relax.
Again.
Here!
The lack of blood on that ladder.
That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
So
Can you
definitely.
explain it to us?
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side, there was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the stepladder.
That's the side I saw.
That contradicts the video I saw at the hospital.
This is weird.
There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was completely clean.
That is truly strange. If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Right.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene. But the stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
Okay.
And there's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I can think of is...
It's possible those two stepladders were completely different.
Wait, are you saying there were 2 step ladders?
Why have I not considered that possibility? Why have I not thought about that?
There was only one stepladder in the music venue.
Right.
Then one of the stepladders was
Right?
somewhere other than the music venue.
Supermarket.
You're suggesting
Supermarket don't sell
the
that.
stepladder in the video
You don't know what they sell? They sold a crate.
It's a supermarket.
Am I right?
No, that was a storage room.
That's amazing, Chiaki.
No, you just said it. They bought
All
it from
that
the
gaming
supermarket.
has given you incredible deduction skills. Is it okay to say that?
What are you two talking about?
Right? The stepladder isn't the only thing that's different, huh? Chucky said the stepladder was at a different place, but if that's the case, the thing that's different between the video and the actual scene of the crime is the thing where the killer did something.
Should probably turn a light on.
Oh man, got it.
Whoa!
Ah! What?
What's the difference between the video and the stepladder? Wait.
Face? I'm breaking them. Help me out here. The difference between the video I saw and the actual. What are my truth bullets? Can I say the curtain? Can I say that, Tati?
Probably. Just try out some words. I mean letters. Dang, required. 5 is 5. Fill.
Bill? There's another L.
Film.
Film curtain?
Film curtain.
Okay, not
You
film.
know how to spell film? Damn,
film.
Rob.
Hear that?
Start breaking stuff so we can.
Help me out here.
Filming. I. N. And then G.
I'm so glad you joined me for this. I missed that.
G, get about the clock!
I broke it.
You are a... Filming!
Oh god!
G!
Oh, I broke it. I'm sorry!
Yeah. Bro, give me some light.
Now let it go to waste. Don't worry, because next time I will not let any part go to waste.
G! Filming!
Curtain?
No, filming.
Are you sure it's not curtain?
I don't know, bro. Curtain. Yeah, because they put a C. They put a random C. Just hurry up.
What? What? Oh! Could've died. Dante! I need words, gang!
I know, filming, how did you accomplish that?
I don't know why you help me! No! No, I don't need light! Give me answers!
I don't know, man. At least we know it's filming.
I'm about to die! We're about to die! What do you mean pretty much? Say something! Word! Anything!
I don't know what it could be, man. I know filming. That's about it. It's no use. I can't go on any longer.
Stop talking.
Doubts me?
Stop talking. We died twice because you couldn't spell.
You can't spell!
You'll never give up.
I'm gonna turn this thing on.
I don't need light, gang.
We need light.
We need answers.
Yo, no. How do I turn this on?
Stuff like this is the only thing that's different.
This got a thing on a remote. Oh shoot. This thing on a remote. Does it got a remote? It got a remote.
No, it has a button in the back. I told you to sit down, stop messing with it. Stop messing with my light,
Bro,
gang.
we need light.
I need answers. Why do you keep saying that?
We need light.
Alright.
It's not even plugged in. Oh shoot.
What about filming?
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. The thing that's different between the video and the actual scene of the crime
is that thing, the place where the killer did something.
The killer did something.
Filming. Oh. Destroy them.
Later. I didn't know he had a team.
Might be something with the team.
Really? Chicken with that plan. And
let's try team. Let's try team. Now we actually have to learn. Filming. Whoa. Filming lights. Filming.
What? No, wait, lights! Yeah. Because he used a candle!
Yeah.
We're gonna die if you don't shut up, swallow your pride. And we might. Dudgy, we die, you die again.
Getting the spelling.
You die again. Dudgy, shut your freaking mouth. What? We just had 2 times. I need you to say something. Where's clues? Details,
okay,
pictures.
Filming, light post, light bulb, light post. Come on, let me see. Filming lighting. Where's all the eyes at, bruh?
Swear.
Swear to me!
I just did.
Sometimes I wonder.
You're not saying any wondering what? How long is it gonna take for you to say something?
I don't know where, dude.
Cereal?
Where to get it?
Hey, I'm just.
There's no eyes, so clearly that's not it. Filming.
Maybe it's. Oh, there's a lot of O's. Huh?
Filming. Filming. Put A, because they're showing A. Put long.
Does that even fit the R1 to concentrate? What does that do? Can I concentrate? Oh. I didn't know I could do that here.
You still.
Every time.
Yeah, you can.
Whether explode or some keywords. Cast, release, explode. I'm like, any ideas? Somebody tell me.
I gave you the first word and the L. You can have the rest of this.
If I could handle the rest of this, you wouldn't have died the first time. Lighting, light, oh. Light,
Ow.
what? Light.
Filming.
Filming log. Filming. What? Ladder? Lighting choice? We already proved that.
L-O.
Love. Filming. See how not helpful you are?
Filming. You've been saying lighting. Filming lighting, like there's not an L-O. Filming.
You almost, listen. Continue with the words. Stop focusing on the past. Filming.
Filming long drugs. Filming. Hey. Filming. Any minute, like any second. Sheesh. What is this?
Maybe another L? Not another L. Maybe there's a lot of T's going around. Maybe another T? Huh?
Filming lock.
That's a lock.
Joe was right here. Third time's the charm.
You died 3 times in one shot, Sean.
What did you do?
You killed me.
I did not kill you. You need to learn how to spell Hajime. Jeez. Ain't that on me?
It's embarrassing. Cut this out like a YouTube.
We will never give up!
You don't need to cut it out. Leave it in.
I don't?
Yeah, raw.
Oh! What's wrong? Filming lock. How was I supposed to guess that? Hajime had 3 aneurysms in the middle
Guess
of this.
what? Filming locker room? Locker.
There's no lockers in the bar.
Filming lock. Locksmith.
Wait. I didn't realize something.
Can we get an eye? Like what?
Oh yeah, it is.
L. M. M's here. ING. I. N. N. G. Lock. O. C. C.
First has to go wrong.
C here. Alright, what could it be?
There's a lot of A's.
Location. It's much harder. It's harder. It's harder because I'm like focusing on what letter could it be, and it's not here. I'm like thinking it's the one that's already here. Location. T. I.
You said save it? Push on. Ooh, I feel like if listening to you.
I didn't say save it, Pierce.
Wait, no, that's what you also said. I'll be safe.
Who said that? I, grab the eye, grab the eye, grab the eye. N's here, came to visit, let's go.
Came to visit.
I got it. Dang, that was hard. Filming location?
That's right. Besides the stepladder, the filming location must have been different too.
What do you mean?
Yes, that's what it is.
Right!
I mean, the video I saw was not filmed at the music venue. It was filmed somewhere else.
Hey, man. I hate the anger man too.
The hospital monitor is supposed to display footage.
That's crazy.
Then, there's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera unit.
Right. Wait, I didn't think about that.
They took a video out the music video instead of somewhere else.
It has to be. Inside the storage room?
What did the killer do to that surveillance camera unit?
He just
Obviously.
Logic died.
Yep, so let's go. Oh.
Moving around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta find all my haters. Must keep on moving ahead. No time to mess around my head.
Yep, copyright. That's what you get with your copyright.
Must keep on moving. Just in me up.
You're the reason why we get no money.
You're the reason why you get no.
Hey. Whoa.
Just in me, I'll set you free.
I just wonder how you're this bad at it.
Hey, you know why? Listen. Because when you mess around, I hit them with that. You know me? Because I can always say that.
Yo, can we go? Thanks. What part of the surveillance camera did they tamper with? The camera. I mean, the monitor.
They put both, right?
Both.
I'm scared. But wouldn't you have to mess with both though? The camera showed me something different, and the monitor does what?
The monitor was busted to.
If you can't take me seriously, then think about the threats. Our friends' lives are at stake, Tati. If we can't
Forget my friend's life. What about mine?
If we can't figure out the problem, then they're all dead.
Exactly. Bro, you slip, bro. Stop playing around, Hajime.
Okay.
Hey.
I'm just gonna go like this. We have a minute left.
You're disappointing. A little faster.
I'm trying.
Did you?
No.
If you does the killer tamper with the thing, the music video, venue, music, red. Hey.
18 seconds. I thought a big checkpoint would be like, ah! That boy Hajime really.
I can't handle you people.
That boy Hajime really just stopped in his tracks, like actually.
We will never give up!
Y'all, do you think I deserve this?
Yes! What do you mean?
You're gonna hesitate?
Is that a trick question?
Like, I'm good. Was it a funny game?
No. Just watching.
Judge it.
Okay, well, the camera. Yellow.
Ooh, they changed the color this time. You almost got me.
That shit was funny. There's my head.
Yeah. I bet your Hajime head too. You the one thinking about it. Everybody else is staring. Close his eyes. Cause really, how long is this?
Okay, the music venue. Red. Alright, last question. I mean, 2 questions.
I usually like your teeth snarl it. You can be quiet now.
Where Man, lucky. Bro playing with me like, what is it? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Oh! Jeepers!
Shut up! What did the killer do with the camera in the music venue? They,
Nobody knows how to increase the signal aside from Kichi. They had to took it with them. I'm feeling like I just saw this message.
I just cracked guns. They hook it with them.
It's all coming together.
I read it too.
You didn't hear it because
That's it. The killer just brought the camera from the music venue. With it, they made me think it was a live feed from the venue, when it was actually from somewhere else.
Then, only the monitor was left in the music venue?
Yes, at least when I first discovered Ibuki's body. But when Hyoko's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
That means you should have realized that from the start and made this easier on all of us.
He did discover the body. I doubt his attention was focused on the camera.
Swear to God, what you on my neck for?
He died in front of me.
But in order to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor.
Then the killer does was
Destroyed it. Destroy it! What are you hesitating for?
The killer smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it. As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not. My attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed something like that.
even I. He swore he would have noticed it. It wasn't the case.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue, the killer put back the camera they took.
Nagito, whether you like it or not, is actually the smartest.
And they destroyed
it.
it.
Smartest is a stretch, my buddy. Smartest.
He just wants you to figure it out before.
It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seems it could not transmit from the hospital to the motel.
The fact that it was able to connect between the hospital and the music venue is amazing enough.
Which means, even if it was filmed in a different place, as long as it was transmitting from the hospital, the range would be clear. If that's the case, where would this video be able to make it look like it was in the music venue? The only possibility is that place inside the building. Storage room? Storage room. Storage room. How do you spell storage?
S.
I couldn't even tell you that address.
That's actually...
No! No, it's not the storage room!
Storage room unit.
No, it had to be the... Do you remember when we went to go hang out with Chiaki and she said the place was completely dark?
Mm-hmm.
What was that room called? They had to be in there.
Oh,
the place was completely dark. And
oh yeah,
with in the storage room, there would be other stuff.
With the blinds, I don't know what it's called.
But there was nothing but a camera in there, so it had to be there.
Conference. See.
We on the hand. I'm back. How you spell it?
I just said, oh.
I thought you were like, oh, we're creative.
Don't keep it so close to the edge. You gotta destroy it too close to the edge. Oh. End. The end. F. E.
That was F. Guys, can lay it off. The heat has to stop.
R.
They cannot see me listening no more.
R. E. C. 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 E. E. Pink is E. R. You got R. This is what happens when one light touch.
Whoa!
O.
Everything the light touches will be like exactly. Say what?
Oh. Another O. Another O. Another O. Oh!
Oh, I can speed
N.
I can speed life up.
I mean M. The stars collide. Get the M already.
Stars collide.
I got it.
I'm just like that. Trust.
Team effort.
Possible that it was filmed at the hospital.
Did you hang man's gambit on your own?
Yeah.
Huh?
I won't, but I can.
The hospital and
I can, but I won't.
completely different.
What's up with that?
That's exactly why the killer did something to make those two places resemble each other.
To make the conference room in a venue look, the killer did some work. I gotta make that clear what that work was.
The curtain. Store shop.
There we go, back to the good stuff.
Yeah, the music menu curtain.
Okay.
We're just one left.
Conference room. And the music venue looked the same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Or did they make some kind of set?
He might have tampered with the camera.
I still can't believe he mixed up the filming locations. Hajime, you're pretty stupid.
Why is that in bold?
I wanted to hear what she was saying.
Okay, so it's definitely Yeah, let's go back.
Make the conference room look like the music room. Alright, let's read it.
We already know what it is. We just have to figure out where.
The curtain.
Yeah.
The curtain is back. It's not backing it to reach the side of the stage. It looked like it was brought.
We flipped it. That's the one that was bought from the store because we're the ones who moved it to take a look and it had a tag still on it. So the
who was right there?
There's no way the conference room.
Theater room probably
and the
looked like the
music venue
conference
looked
room.
the same.
I mean,
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Or did they make
So
some
whatever
kind of
he's saying
set?
is wrong.
Where did they make it? Based on the 50% it appears the rest of the object.
What the actual way?
There's no
Bro,
way the
whatever
conference
Sharkface is
room
saying is wrong.
and the
So let's
music
just shoot
venue
it out.
looked
No,
the same.
one of them have to be right.
Which
Because
place
it's blue,
resembled
which
the
means I'm
other?
agreeing with him.
Exactly. So let's.
Did the
Yeah.
conference room look like the music venue?
Look like the music venue.
Or did the music venue look
That
like the
one.
conference room? That must be.
I agree with that. Oh, dude, all the photos he could do.
That's crazy.
What the killer did was make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room. They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
You really was on there. Were we on this? Bro, we like had no depths. 100% completion
Really
throughout the
flashy curtain.
entire.
But after the incident, it somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
That's right! It's so half-assed,
What?
just like Monami.
Oh yeah? Well, your face looks stupid.
That curtain was hung so the music venue would look like the conference room?
In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light-blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is the same color as the music venue stage. So the killer chose chose the conference room because they realized the floor match.
Matching floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably.
Get a better catch first. The other thing in the conference, it has to be that. What else could they have done to make the conference? A candle for the light?
I can prove it with this.
Because then they put it back. Somehow.
You're referring to the candle in the music video, right?
Right?
All
of them are coming together, bro.
If you think about it, it's pretty strange. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
That's why it convenience them when they use the candle first.
That might have been another reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence. The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming.
You're right.
That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Right.
Which means... Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
That candle was likely placed there just to make it think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect. With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
Which means Ibuki was already hanged in there. And then whoever just did it had me do it just to run.
I told you it was another person! Like that!
I guess, yeah, we can't ask Medical about the bag.
Yeah.
So...
It's a buy one, get one free. And that's why the hospital gown was missing. Akane's. She said she was gonna use Nagito's instead.
She did say that. But...
Because with the way things are, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You
Why?
never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime. It's occurring in the conference room.
What? I feel like I just heard a backside cop say that before, but isn't it really around?
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No, idiot!
That's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music
That
venue.
means whoever did that faked it with the outfit, and Ibuki was already hanged by the time I got there, way before I saw the video. Ibuki was already at the music venue.
Damn it!
Relax. Dang. You gonna turn your Nagito. Oh shoot. I pressed X again. I'm too scared to let go. Which one? My button is still pressed.
Means there's a fake somewhere, and the fake was in the conference room.
I can't freeze. Oh! There was a timer.
Crap!
Stop! Wait! Oh.
Oh, we got a time? What just happened?
I held the X too long. Hold
Wait,
on.
what are you freezing for? You're trying to beg at the killer. Nah, he looks like he's suspicious, the face of a killer. Dude, you made them suspicious of me!
How are y'all still suspicious of me?
All I was up because they think I'm sitting here defending the killer.
I see.
I knew that.
The fake was in the
Person
conference
wearing
room.
the hint bag in
And the
that
real
video
Ibuki was in the music room.
I knew that.
Already hanged.
Turn auto.
Right next to it.
Turn auto.
It was the killer pretending to be Ibuki. The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hint bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim.
By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
Which means our daytime alibis don't stand anymore. Which means no matter how fast I ran, I was already in the killer's trap and I couldn't save Ibuki.
But why did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
The reason the killer made a fake video. There's only one possibility I can think of. Then naturally, the killer's identity will reveal itself.
Huh?
You fiend! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
What's the
I don't even know!
I can't. They won't look at the transcript.
I don't even know who it could be.
Dang. Alright, okay. Yeah, okay. This isn't good. Alright.
If you said our alibis don't stand anymore, he got Mikan. Mikan, because if it happened...
What?
If Mikan was with you, if she was with you, like, she said she only just went to go check on Ibuki, right?
Right.
Ibuki was already gone.
Right.
But the murder happened during midnight.
But she was up all night taking care of Nagito.
Yeah, but she was pacing back. Wait, hold on.
No, as a nurse, you're right. As a nurse, she should have been back and forth with somebody. And if she only fell asleep because she passed out on top of me, I would have only noticed as soon as she actually.
She did say one of the times that she was checking on them, before she was gonna go to bed. Unless that's no, because it was the morning.
No, but really, there's really only one person that could have done. Well, I guess. Well, could anybody sneak? No, it has to be her. Nobody else could sneak in. It has to be you.
You're the only one.
I'm right.
Mikan, you're the killer, aren't you?
What are you talking?
She has been asking a lot of questions.
Like
She
I
hasn't
said,
given no
aren't
information.
you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hyoko?
Killer?
We're getting rid of the nurse.
Oh yeah, that is the thing, huh? Nekomaru's dead.
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible? A chick like her as the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her first.
I don't care what you think.
What about what I know? She's right.
Slowpoke like me killing someone? That's
Such incredible speed for a slowpoke like me. I thought that was suspicious.
I mean, she would say that though.
We're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and Mikan have an alibi.
It's just a coincidence.
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room. Is that also a coincidence?
Mikan!
But I'm
Mikan!
no, but cause when I woke up and she told me that Nagito's condition was gonna go, we both went to the room, right?
But it happened during nighttime.
No, it didn't happen. No, Ibuki was already dead by then. But you're right, it had to be then. Because when I woke up and we went over there, we were both in the hospital. And then she said, I'll check on Nagito. You go ahead and do a call. So when I left, she was in the hallway. She could have walked up the stairs and do the video while I was downstairs.
Okay, what did you do?
Didn't you get some rest already? You're already exhausted, aren't you?
At that time, you said you were going to.
And you told me to go to the lobby
You
too.
actually went to the conference room. That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance.
Put
the bag on your head and began filming. By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music video. And showed that to me.
I forgot, we have to do a comic book and put all the pieces.
Furthermore, I
As
saw
long
that
as we
video
keep
at the
up with the
hospital
story, we
lobby.
can do that. I'll let you do that part.
If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Not only that, The others in the hospital, Akane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
So that must mean...
Please, wait a
Only
second.
other person in the hospital in their right mind able to pull it off.
I'm the killer. That's impossible. There's no way I can kill someone.
You music dying
It's
out?
not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
Yeah! No! Stop that! You were just about to say yeah! I was not finna say that. I'm finna be like, wow, he really getting on it. Can't you give a better defense than that? Like, right? Yeah, right.
Do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
Wrong. It's totally wrong. It's not what you think.
Just like Akane said, it is really hard to tie it all together.
I agree. It is truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman.
I wouldn't call her slow-witted.
Woman.
That slow-witted remark is not necessary.
Was not. When did she get sick? Like in the middle of the
I've been
night?
like this for a long time. In a tournament for social punching bags, I'd easily win first place with my soft reputation. Even I can't deny that.
Well, no, it's pretty accurate. We've heard the backstories, gang.
How many times do I have to tell you?
One time I asked her what's her type of man. She said Hajime, so please don't hurt me.
I'm serious.
Should I take off my clothes?
She did say that too.
What do you say, Hajime?
Do you still believe this woman is the
I'm
killer?
like, she really could have been sick overnight. And then after the killing, Monokuma just cured everybody.
Me that much, Hajime?
Hey,
Like, you take
Hajime!
it. See now my influence is going down. My health is dropping. What's ganging up on me? Trick's logic aside, I don't believe she's capable of that.
I do.
So, am I really making a mistake? Nah, it'd be much easier if I was wrong. If I had to doubt someone to spend so
Can
much
you hold
time
on a
in.
minute?
Huh?
Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say
It's
this.
not true.
I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time like this.
Listen, I can hate on Nagito all I want. I have to admit, I'm really jealous of this man Drip though. I always like, yeah, the coolest clothes in this entire school.
What are you saying?
And look at what I'm wearing.
But still,
Like a good boy.
there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time.
You did say that.
Thought
I
I was
remember you.
suspicious all along, from the very beginning. Investigating with the suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you...
Thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
Is it the autopsy thing? Because I thought it was weird that she had...
Are you serious?
Was not the
Said I was hot.
right?
It's so focused on everybody else.
Well, yeah.
this time.
No, actually, you might be right.
Guess
Because
now's a good time to say it.
think
Wouldn't
about...
she be the only one who would know that that's would mess up an autopsy?
You know, I thought about that, especially when someone else said something like, you don't have to stop the bleeding once the heart stops.
Yeah.
And she said that Himiko's death was instant, so that could have been on purpose. There was also the fact that Soda walked in the room and said, it's hot in here. Unbelievably hot. But he was the only person that's ever called me on that phone.
Huh?
He's the only person that ever called me on the phone. Every time I hit the radio, because he made it, we're always the people talking. So he's always been in that room. Which means from the last time I called him from the night, when he left and came back, it was hot. And since we just proved that she could have been in that room, she could have raised the temperature on her own. Cause Soda was the first person to leave.
Oh, yeah.
So why would you say? So why would he constantly go in the environment he was already dealing with? And this one time that was different.
This is a game!
Please don't say such
Stop.
controversial statements. Well, what do you know, Nagito?
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Dang!
To the point.
Huge deal!
A decisive clue. Does something like that really exist?
Let's take a look, shall we? Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from, this rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at this rope. And keep in mind that it's brand new. Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly. But why is it like this? The loopy Bookie used to hang herself is on one end of the rope, and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed?
It means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this.
Like, pulled it and strangled her like that.
The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her. The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
Hold on. I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along. What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
This rope be much of a clue. Might as well search another place.
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too. Just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
Why? More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then?
And then, I finished speaking.
How is that a decisive clue?
Huh? You didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
They strangled him, so what?
Hold on. Let me go.
Bookie was for hanging. How did that become a...
Let's listen.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
Yeah! She didn't have an abrasion on her neck!
I was thinking about that. You should have it around your entire...
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
It didn't.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
You! Because of the...
She didn't misunderstood, we all did. The true cause of strangulation. That fact is the decisive hit that led to the killer.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging.
Well, nothing else helps, so it has to be this or something else.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very... The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
But they look different.
Crap!
Never specified, but they look different. I'm so confused.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Maybe we should shoot it at...
Crap!
The Yakuza dude. Because he said...
But that means we're agreeing with him.
Didn't die from hanging.
No, he said
She
it
was
was
strangled to
hanging,
death.
so we'd assume it wasn't hanging. It wasn't hanging,
That's
it was
basically the
strangulation.
same thing.
Which means it's wrong, but it was
Though
yellow,
hanging
so
and
we can't
strangling
agree with
seem
him.
Similar, they're very
You're
different.
supposed to agree with these people?
The scars they
The
leave
blue
would look
means
different
agree.
too.
Oh.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging.
Rope used for hanging. What can we...
The rope used for hanging could have been because there's no doubt that the cause of Ibuki's death was her hanging herself with this rope. No!
We can at least,
Why
confirm
would that
this.
be?
This rope killed Ibuki
Did we fall
somehow.
for someone's lie?
No, it says it was hanging.
The body at the crime scene
It didn't
was
say hanging,
hanging.
it said
though.
it's used for death.
Obviously, we'd
Look
assume
back
it was
at
a
the thing,
hanging.
it just said hanging! You literally just read it!
It said what she was hanging from. It was...
Look at the... It literally says Ibuki's death was her hanging herself with this rope. It specifies. Hanging!
So...
The Monokuma
So we can
file
agree with
complicates this too.
Fukihiko?
It never specified
probably-
hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
Full confidence though? The true cause of death was strangulation. And that would be the kill.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Maybe
Though hanging and strangling
No,
seem
he's all about
similar,
this
they're
up.
very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Why would we believe it's from a hanging?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know.
As long as the body of the crime scene was hanging by its neck, there's no doubt it was hanging. But everyone agreed with that. Should be better proof next time.
I'm so confused. Are we
Ibuki
agreeing?
didn't die from
Why
hanging.
Blue means we're agreeing. Yellow
So it
means
could
we're
be
not
She
either
was
one.
strangled to death.
Well, that makes it harder.
Okay, strangled.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn,
Right now, Tati, right now, right now, Tati, right now,
Believed it was
right now,
from
Tati, right now.
Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Someone's lie. I agree with that. I didn't even think about it. Yeah, clearly we fell for somebody's lie. Because it was a rope for hanging, which she was hanging from.
We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time.
There's something I wanted to ask you. There's no doubt that her cause of death was hanging by rope. Yeah, she has no external injuries, so no doubt she died from hanging herself.
You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Mikan?
That is... well...
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you?
You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling just by looking.
Shut up.
You, Mikan, the ultimate nurse.
Oh yeah, she would know that. I thought you were talking about me.
First of all,
Yeah.
I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that.
She ain't gonna do this whole time.
That's why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
You were right. And you have been a great help to us so far.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
Wow.
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
Yeah, for an ultimate nurse.
I'm such a clumsy mess.
You're not though. Not when it comes to medical stuff. You're always
Mikan
assertive.
nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
Don't
That's
you
fair.
think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her. It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikan because she was nursing her.
So Mikan volunteered to nurse us? Cause she was planning to do this all along?
I mean, I doubt
That's
that.
a little...
She's still being nurse.
Because, right, no,
You
because we
like
all
the
figured out
thief
we
who
just got
suspects
sick
everyone
last
else
minute.
of being thieves.
I'm not a criminal. Mikan is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
You got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you.
I've been this.
Why is this where you go,
Cause that's, you know what I'm saying? Like,
what? Cause the music dropped?
He's right.
I just can't forgive this crime at all.
Why? Cause he stop cheering for this. He tried to do this.
I didn't cheer, bro. I just said.
What does that mean? What does that mean? What, gang? What?
What
does that mean?
Golly. What's the problem?
Hello?
What you mean hello?
What does that mean?
I'm like agreeing with him.
Why are you agreeing with him?
I'm agreeing.
Why?
Cause he's right.
Well, what?
I wouldn't forgive a killer either.
He's a attempted killer. He tried.
He didn't do it.
He tried. We just said this. We tried.
He didn't do it.
He actively grabbed a knife and said, I'm going to do it, even if you stop me. And he tried to get us killed twice, because he tried to pull off the case and blow us out in the wrong direction twice.
I don't remember that.
He almost got me killed, saying, wait, Hajime, couldn't you be lying? You were there.
But in the process of that, you then was able to identify yourself.
I could have said it on my own. I didn't need that man saying, Hajime,
anybody could have said that. You still have to do the same thing?
Whoa, Hajime, let's take a chill.
Yeah.
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikan is the killer.
Oh my gosh, yes we have.
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, then the only thing I can do is back off, I guess. But is that really okay?
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
I'm really not the killer. There's no way I'm capable of
I don't believe
someone.
it's really hard to think about it, but she really could have gotten sick all the time she spent with them.
Is that really true?
Stop it already! That's enough!
I can't stop.
Yeah, she hasn't gotten sick.
I don't want to do this either. Of course I don't want to do this.
She could have me.
But I need
Yeah,
to do
that's true.
this.
You doubt your friends?
What do you think we've been doing for the last class
I
round?
suspect them because I want to believe them.
What the hell does that mean?
It means I want you to prove me
Belief
wrong.
and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict.
What is this friendship forever?
If there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get it.
If you want to believe
Got
in
it when you were
someone,
sick.
you need to overcome doubt first. Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Huh?
Shut up and sit.
Is that all you can say? So in the end, you're all just a bunch of bullies, huh? Justifying your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault. Everyone always treats me like that. Always. It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem. I'm done with that! You hear me? I'm done!
Hey, Mikan.
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Not fair! Why won't you forgive me? If you did something wrong, you'd forgive yourself right away! What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Is acting like this your strategy now? Well, this is annoying. Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit it?
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some? The same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends. But still, the truth is one of us murdered two of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair.
I don't follow.
Can
No.
I ask
I
you
don't follow
one last
that.
thing?
We gotta sacrifice one of y'all.
Then who fabricated that video Hajime watched?
Like I said, it obviously wasn't me.
Right? I want you to...
Not after acting like that, I don't believe you.
No, I believe it. Contradict me.
Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video?
Do you hear how she's talking to you?
That's right! Show me your proof!
Do you have any proof that I fabricated that video?
Do you remember that there's a little girl that just died, like recently, that cussed her out if she breathed?
Yeah.
You feel like if you was on the chopping block, you wouldn't...
Why won't anyone forgive me?
Swear to God I would! Swear to God I would! I would! If I'm sitting here, I'm gonna die when y'all was talking about me every day. Y'all watched it happen and y'all ain't saying nothing about it. You think I wouldn't be yelling? Are we serial? Would you? If you watch at school and the same person was really yelling at you and nobody said nothing about it, and then one day they decided they were just gonna kick you out of the class, they were gonna kill you, you was just gonna close your eyes?
Shouldn't have killed him.
You don't know, you say you didn't do it. You said you didn't do it! This would be the perfect time to get mad! You give your Nagito a benefit of the doubt? Please, let me be wrong!
Because you're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room. Treating me like a killer based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital. That's totally crazy! I didn't do anything wrong! Why does everybody always hate me? Please, just forgive me already!
Is this broad really okay? She's emotionally unstable.
I'm not the killer!
No,
I never filmed that video!
It seems she finally started arguing for us.
Good!
The only one who can find the hole in her argument is you, Hajime.
Why can't it be you?
Because she wasn't really involved in this case.
I'm going to leave this to you once again.
Ridiculous.
Was that on purpose? Everyone's fate depends on me as the only person who saw that video. That's why. Because I'm the only person that can find a contradiction.
Forgive me already!
Oh, you know what this means? I'm gonna have to do this. One of us gotta do it. Listen to everything first. What can I think about? You can't account. I don't remember what her argument was. That she was with whatchamacallit, Shinichi?
Yeah.
AT temperature doesn't really
And
help.
she met Fujiko.
It doesn't really help with the camera. We're have to listen.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
This is a crazy shot.
Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that
Are we trying to
video?
help you out?
Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type!
She's
So
on.
please forgive me already!
She's not only is she on.
Pay close attention and listen well.
Okay.
You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Don't hesitate. Don't run away. I'm the only one who saw that video. Who else is gonna do it if I don't?
Okay, we're talking about the body type. Look through your things.
We can't think of anybody else other than you
God dang it, Josh, just get rid of my memory!
who could have filmed that video.
There's no way they would have had that at the end if it wasn't important. Just listen.
Do you have any
What could possibly be wrong? You just have to guess. What's the
Is
mistake?
hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type!
It has to be the mistake.
Forgive me already!
Hajime, you're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Head bag.
I'm not the
Hospital
killer!
gown.
I can't think of anybody else other
Who
than
else
you
has a bag though?
who could have filmed
Whoever
that
bought
video.
it.
There's no proof.
It might be the head bag because there is two.
But like you went for it. Yeah, we heard Monokuma said that. But there's no way to tell.
She was wearing suspicious. Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown?
No.
Damn it!
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Huh? Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown?
AC?
Just from that video?
Because literally nobody else would know that.
But this has nothing to do with how to prove that she was in the video. The killer's mistake has to be the bullet. But what
Blood
was
on
the
the soul
mistake?
because Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki. So the blood would be on her shoes, on the bottom of the shoes. So blood on the soul?
Right, because he said they probably didn't know about that. That has to be the mistake.
Hajime, you're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Watch me be like that. Why would you? What was that?
Memorize it. It has to be the killer's mistake. It has to be her bloody shoes.
We can't think of anybody
You have to
else
find
other
it at the
than
right
you
time.
who could have
Watch
filmed
me
that
be
video.
like that.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the handbag on her head the proof?
Hospital gown.
Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious?
Hospital gown.
Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
So that wasn't even the right bullet. So let's
Yeah, because I
try the
guess,
blood on her soles.
No, because I wouldn't have seen that.
The blood on her soles.
I wouldn't have seen that.
Yes, you would.
I wouldn't have seen the blood
I
in the
can't think of anybody
video.
else other than
If
you.
anything, it would have been on the stairs. From her mistake.
That was afterwards.
What's her account?
And she went to go find Fuyahiko.
And to the Monokuma announcement, Mikan was with Hajime the whole time.
She went to the hospital to check on everyone and realized Ibuki had disappeared. When she rushed out of the hospital to search for Ibuki, she apparently met up with Fuyahiko.
I haven't used this. It's not impossible.
And then they separated.
Why did she got this? This has nothing to do with her clothes. Putting it on Tantatsu.
I don't know.
Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
Camera angle.
Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body
Is it
type!
me? Or like, the camera angle feels off to me.
From the camera angle.
Like this,
The camera was head on.
It doesn't show like it's moving.
Something about that surveillance unit. Because it was the camera.
Well, they said they took the camera out of this thing. Smudge on the pole would have been good. What evidence have we not used already? And it really, it has to be involving the killer's mistake.
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
The killer's mistake could have been the camera unit.
What was the killer's mistake?
I'm not the killer!
The dim lighting?
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown. Just from that video. Just from that camera angle. Just from that dim candlelight. There's no way you'd be able to
as
make out
many
her body type.
purple things, maybe it's a mistake in the candlelight.
You're the only one who can
We're running
point
out of
out the
time.
color's
We gotta be
mistake.
trusted. Dim lighting of the.
Just skip.
Can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Oh shoot!
Is the hemp
Hey,
bag
don't go along with it.
gown she was wearing, or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
I didn't know that.
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown, just from that video, just from that dim candlelight.
Boom!
Damn it!
What proves that she had any involvement in it?
That she used it. Keep looking.
We can't think of anybody else who could have filmed that video.
God dang, it was because this man Nagito talked too much.
You always hating on Nagito. He ain't do nothing to you.
He's trying to get us. I know I gotta keep reminding you. Forgot.
You know, if I ain't see it, it didn't happen. Oh, I saw it. Let him solve me.
Nothing she says proves that.
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof?
On what?
You could tell her
There's so
body
many.
type under the hospital gown.
It can be her body
Just
type.
from that video. Just from that camera angle.
So would it
I'm gonna give
us the right bullet? Or we're shooting the right words, but not the right bullet?
It could be a bad or both, but I just want to hear her response to that because she had to
It's
defend.
not that on both because one of them
Can't
was
think of
blue.
anybody else other than you.
No, none of them are blue. It's just that Chiaki, I choose to memorize that one.
Gown she was wearing.
No, I'm talking about that. You just tried to shoot it, and it like was blue and yellow.
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different
That's
body
what- that's
types.
what I said.
Or the wording is like.
Is that
That's
really
right.
your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown. Just from that video. Just from that camera angle. Just from that dim candlelight. There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type. So please forgive me already!
Put me cause account on the killer.
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
She wouldn't say that for nothing. It has to be, I'm supposed to shoot this specific bullet at something. What was her
Which is
mistake?
probably the dim
You can't
candlelight,
think of
because that
anybody
one was
else other than
blue
you.
when you shot it. Instead of being red.
Wasn't blue, what are you talking about? The candle?
When you shot it, the little thing of fakes that come out of it.
That's because I shot this bullet.
Which one?
This memory bullet.
No, you just had Mikon's account and you shot it at the dim candlelight, and the little effect was blue instead of red that time.
Gang, I don't know if that's true, gang.
Yeah, you do, because you're the one who always used it.
Alright.
It's like a cheat code or
Candlelight.
something.
Oh, do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that
Yes,
really
it
your
has to
proof?
be after that.
You could tell her body type under the hospital gown. Just from that video. Just from that camera angle. Just from that dim candlelight. There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type.
She's right though. I can't find the hole.
Show me the hole and I'm diving in.
That's not. Can we focus?
I'm focused. What you mean?
So please forgive me already!
Are you just gonna sit here and waste time?
Hold on.
I can't find a hole in our argument. I really can't. What mistake did she make with the video?
Open up. Concentrate. Concentrate. Concentrate.
What was the killer's mistake? Why would they give me that choice? It has to be a bullet.
I say it's the blood on her soles. You know what I'm saying? That's just me though.
Are you gonna shoot killer's mistake at the shoes?
No, probably not.
Haven't we already done that?
Why do you want the killer's thing? No, I was gonna put the
Hajime,
blood on the
pay close
soles.
attention and listen
Where the
well.
sole, where the shoes
You're the only
mentioned.
one who can point out the killer's
We
mistake.
tried that already.
We did. You just said it was the killer to the shoes.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that video.
This is ridiculous.
Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had?
If he's wearing hospital shoes, then the person in the video is wearing hospital shoes. What's wrong with that?
Damn it!
I'm not the killer!
She's right though. They both had shoes. Doesn't show anything, but I'll try it anyways.
Could have filmed that.
Is the handbag on? Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had?
Damn, what's
He
the
was right.
problem?
Damn it!
How do we prove that it was her?
I'm not the killer!
We don't have anything.
Hey, I promise
Can't
you,
think
this
of
is real life.
anybody
We
else
got
other
this
than
far.
you.
Yeah, we're all getting got.
Who could have
We're
filmed
not
that
all
video?
getting got. If the trial ends, we will still vote her.
We will still what?
We'll still vote her.
Why?
Because he's the most likely. What are we gonna do? I guess I can't do it. Maybe it's Akane.
Video.
Do you have any proof?
We just don't have proof.
Surveillance camera unit. That's what's broken, right?
Yes.
The monitor video.
Person dressed in the hospital gown wearing a handbag on their head as they willingly climb a stepladder to where it loose.
A person dressed in a hospital gown.
That was in the conference room. The hair is not cascading down.
Listen, you can't prove that. Body type? Wait, you might be right. Maybe it is the
Is the
handbag.
handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Go back to the surveillance camera.
Ibuki and
I'm trying to
Yukon
switch
clearly
right now.
have different body
Trying
types.
to read.
Is that really your proof?
It can't be this, because this is destroyed.
You could tell her
It's not
body
the
type
video.
under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just
Got
from
the
that
picture.
camera angle?
No.
Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please, Hajime, pay close. You're the only
Listen,
one
man,
who
she's
can
paying.
point
She
out
said
the
pay
killer's
close attention.
mistake.
I know it's this. I'm trusting Itiaki. This has to be involved. Only one who's on that video, say something.
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof? Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she would... Or could it be the hospital...
Ibuki and Mikon...
Is that really... You could tell her body type under the hospital just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be... So please, Hajime, hey, you're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Killer's mistake. What did they mess up on? The stepladder, the head, the camera angle?
We
What
can't
did
think of
she
anybody
mess
who
up
could
on?
have filmed that.
Is the handbag on her head the proof?
Damn it!
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof? Is the handbag on her head the proof?
I probably should have chosen hardest difficulty.
Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
What am I doing?
Ibuki and Mikon clearly have different body types.
Is that
Has to be
really
past
your
this.
proof?
So,
You could tell her body type under the hospital
under the
gown?
hospital gown, I can't.
Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
That's debatable.
Just from that dim candlelight?
You already know the candlelight is. Do that 2 times in the same segment at a time.
We will never give up!
Like, where's Makoto?
Like, can we focus on the people's dead?
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have...
Is that really or you could tell her body type under the hospital just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight?
What's wrong with the camera angle?
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime,
What's
you're
wrong
the only
with the...
one who can point out the killer's mistake.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that video.
You posted that in the head, right? The
Is the
headbag?
hemp bag on her
Huh?
head the proof?
The headbag.
Yeah, we tried that already.
Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious?
What is wrong, Tati?
Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Give me something.
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different...
Is that really
Spitball.
true?
Give me
You
anything.
could tell her body
Just
type
say words. Do a logic dive. For God's
from
sake.
that video.
Try to guess her body type. Can we do it from the camera angle?
Camera angle.
Just from that dim
Can we do it from the
candlelight?
lighting?
I don't know. Yeah, sure.
There's no way you'd be able to make out
Why
her
are you not
body
shooting
type.
at nothing but you're asking me?
Because I ain't sure it's gonna the eggs again.
Point out the killer's mistake.
Bro, what is this?
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Is the hemp bag on? Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mikan...
Is that really? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown just from that video. Just from that camera angle.
I'll shoot.
No, that's wrong.
Dang, that took forever.
No, I know what that is. I understand it
You know
now.
how many dives we took?
No, you made a mistake. I knew it. See, I told you they wouldn't give me that for nothing.
Before many times,
There had to be a mistake, and I know what that mistake is.
never said anything about the camera angle.
I was thinking about it.
No, you wasn't.
I was thinking about it.
No, you did not.
I was thinking about it. I was thinking in my head. Cause we talked. Cause she's right. Every time
You legit looked at me, said spitball. I don't care. Just give me.
I did a logic dive.
No.
I know. Listen, I know this sounds bull, but you have to hear me out. Every time we made a contradiction, she's talked about how we already talked about it. The camera angle, you're right, it said facing head on, but there's nothing special about the camera angle that I could have predicted, which was on purpose. Obviously, it would have faced forward if you were to aim the camera, but there's no reason for me to specify that when I saw Ibuki climb, I said it.
So how can you
No,
say
man.
anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself?
Yeah.
The only reason Mikan knew the camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who actually filmed that video.
Yeah.
Is that
This is your just
No.
reward.
Of course, I can't judge the body
More
type
desperate-
because you did it, so I couldn't.
You argue. The deeper you dig yourself into a hole. You lied, didn't you?
Are you serious? Is it true, Mikan? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
Forgive me!
Huh? 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 I was wrong. Wrong. No, that's not it at all.
That's not it?
I mean, it's impossible.
How?
You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her?
That tote bag. Isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
How do you know so much about that video?
Who cares about that?
Huh?
More
The video
importantly,
only I saw.
Did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater? Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right? Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't. Ta-da! There's no mistake that tote bag is a limited item.
I already debunked that. Monokuma said it was
Don't
2
you
for
think
1.
it's impossible?
She's really staring bullets at me.
Using one tote bag in both the conference room And the music
No, 'cause
venue
buy
at the
one, get one
same
free.
time? It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible. That's
It was
why
on
that
BOGO
video
deal.
isn't fabricated. And I'm not the killer. So you'll forgive me, right?
Taking your stubbornness this far. Such despair.
Then you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
Take off your clothes. No.
Huh? You're not gonna give me something new. Time for the third
Panic Talk action.
We're not done. This is probably gonna be my last job during a class trial. Oh, this is the last new element they're giving me.
Oh shoot.
Please see me change your ears one more time.
The reload and ammo features will be added.
No!
Reload. It will no longer be a big dude with just the X button. Below the tempo marker.
I know, I know what this is.
Oh.
That seems kind of important. That seems kind of important. Look at. Okay, we got it. Yeah, okay, figured.
She lost it for good. I keep explaining it until you give it the fact of limited item.
Will you forgive me? You'll forgive me, right? Isn't that right? You're obviously gonna forgive
Because your
me,
feet
right?
are digging in the sides, I can't. This way, we're not getting anywhere.
Make her lit.
You still haven't forgiven me? Please, draw on me! Why only me? Please, draw on me! Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me! Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me? You still haven't forgiven me? Please, draw on me!
I can't!
Why only
Catch
me?
anything!
Please, draw on me! Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me! Please forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can
She
you
is tearing
forgive
me
already?
up!
I'll do anything you want.
Tear it up, tear it up, tear it up, tear it up, tear it up!
Forgive me! There's only one bag. It's impossible to use it in two places at the same
Get
time.
her bonus prize.
This is the end.
Whenever you want to say
Monotone mentioned this earlier.
You're funny.
You buy one bag, you get another one for free. It's a common practice to make people with
Whoever bought that bag should have
Fake
received
customers
another
with
one as a
bonus
bonus prize. Which means it's not impossible to use that bag in two separate places. So please, just stop making desperate excuses.
Why? Why can't you forgive me? Why?
It seems her desperate struggle is finally coming to an end.
Why does everybody always hate me? You should just forgive me already!
Mikon, it's already over. After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left, please just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you.
You got this.
Oh shoot. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, press the button. Okay. After the announcement, before the announcement, you turned it on. Okay.
You press X
And
to
then
X. Press X to, no, on the question mark.
what I saw on the monitor. Okay.
You like scroll with this thing? No, you just got the bottom. Oh, that means you're supposed to like put them out of order first.
Oh. Okay. Okay, that's already there. I'll leave that. Let's let the surveillance unit. Small clue that the killer left.
No, that's already down there. It's not, and it's not the clue.
It just says what's left of the surveillance unit.
It's also not a clue because it's already up there, just in a different frame.
How the real locked room created? How was the real locked room created? Oh, that was the
We don't have anything for that.
Put it back to normal after destroying it. Nah, I didn't got that. Okay.
That's everything.
Oh. Okay. How was the real locked room created? Normal. Ran conference room. Doom. I'm so smart. Wait. That's it?
Put it more in order. You gotta empty it out first. At least what you need.
Okay. Body was hidden before. Okay.
When the
Yep, the killer ripped up.
Yeah, you're right.
And then they just dumped it out. Oh shoot. Dang, that took a lot of my health! Okay.
No, my health is already kind of beating down from her argument.
But like, what? How's the real locked room created?
You don't have something for that.
I know, let me read it. Put it back to normal after destroying it. That's already there. Okay, covered with the wrapping paper. Okay, that's already there. Where does this go then?
Two-step letter somehow. Two-step letters would be good for like the beginning. It's not included though.
Why didn't you want to? You don't want to help me? Like
I said, the two-step letters would be good in the beginning.
Where in the beginning?
The beginning, gang. The beginning.
This beginning? How was the real life?
The beginning.
Put it back to normal.
I gotta say beginning one more time.
Yo, this is the beginning.
That's the end. That's the end. That's the beginning. Where have you been?
You weren't even right.
That was crazy.
Kyoko was taped to the pillar. Okay, probably that should.
No, that's the same thing, just a different end.
Well, then help me out.
Alright, go back. I think the broken one goes where you was supposed to go. Yeah, the broken one.
I already put that there and it didn't work.
Oh, didn't it?
No.
What about the ladder? No, because ladder was not going to put that.
How was the real locker room created? That's not there. Put it back to normal after destroying it. Put it back to normal after destroying it. What does that mean? Wait.
Oh look, that's the camera. Maybe that broken thing goes down there.
We're on it.
Oh, by the way, you're running out of time.
What? I thought I turned the switch to the surveillance unit camera on. That's already there. Okay, the video of the broadcast hanging. Okay, wait. Okay, what is this? What I saw on the monitor. That's
the video of her.
The video, yeah. Okay. Now, this a small clue that the killer left. Should it be? Okay, I know where this goes. This goes. Yeah.
The small clue the killer left must have been the small bit of paper.
Yeah.
Here's everything that happened in this case. The key to this incident is the surveillance camera video that only I saw. That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime. When I went to the hospital with Mikan this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time.
I have it on auto, bro!
Auto takes some.
When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment.
Right.
That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music video. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music video, so I immediately headed over there. But that was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance. And then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time, when in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake. I didn't know that, so I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside, and as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music venue and began working on their last trick. First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hiyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hiyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music venue, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue.
She really ate that, remember that? She really
the killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko and me. They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it. And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hiyoko's suddenly present body as well.
Crazy frame.
At the time,
I can't imagine what this is like in a manga.
But inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out. Isn't that right, Mikan? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
What kind of phrase?
All this, but Nagito gets to live. Smile, I dare you.
Whoa! Now she's laughing?
It's been such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, like the sky is falling down upon you. This feeling of despair!
Mikan, you... What has happened to you?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time.
Shut up, my fault. Don't explode.
Ooh, I'm scared to see my grades. Oh! Boom!
Golly, your C ain't bad.
It's bad.
No, it's not.
It's bad.
It's not.
It's bad.
It's not.
We had all A's. It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion. So let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Let's go!
Oh my gosh, I want to see her execution.
Wow!
I'm just interested. Now it's a movie.
Well now. Correct!
You got it right once again. That's like three in a row. That's right. The droid did it again. The horrifying black kid who killed 2 girls was Mikan Suzuki.
Imagine if you told me that when I played this game.
Gotta be kidding me. You saying Mikon, the one who nurses back to health, was the one who killed him?
I won't forgive you.
Don't joke around with me, Mikon. Did you lie to us all along? Were you planning to kill them from the start while you were nursing them?
How did you kill 2 people in a row? Right?
Just laugh, say something. This is going nowhere.
What's going on? Hey.
This is nothing like Pico. She's actually gone mental.
That's
If
obvious.
Pico wasn't, there's nothing we can do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the Mikon we knew.
Wow, she had a brain fart.
Based on my predictions, she might have caught it too. She probably had the despair disease, which was the motive for this case.
I told you that's what happened. I told you.
What?
Mikon too, you say?
Oh, I thought you were saying, cause like you'd be like, oh, who would have known?
I did, yeah. I knew.
I told you.
I knew because I was looking at Mikon for so long. She was the one taking care of me after all. My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her, her expression was full of despair. Despair so devoid of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained.
Dear God, not one word could have been uttered before the end of this case. You knew that?
She was. Oh, Hajime, something crossed your mind?
This is what your last memory was?
Mikon felt really hot at the time. High fever, just like what Ibuki and Akane had. Wait, does that mean Hajime? Hajime go get it?
No.
And because of that disease, Mikon was.
Perhaps.
The symptoms that she surely felt must have been deserving of the name despair disease. Losing all hope and harboring despair for all hope. Because of the despair disease, she was likely overcome with despair.
See?
That's the reason why she could still laugh in such a hopeless situation.
That's that Junko Inoshima.
Which means that Mikon standing before us is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person now that she's infected by the despair disease.
Isn't that right?
She's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair.
Get off my neck. Nope.
That's the reason why I cannot forgive this. I mean, killing someone for the sake of despair instead of for the sake of hope.
Possible.
There's no way I can forgive that.
Get over it!
For the sake of despair. That's completely wrong.
Huh?
Wrong? What's wrong?
What I did was for the sake of my beloved.
Huh?
You don't have to. See, now I don't believe it. Whatever you about to say is wrong.
Whoa! I know.
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who never hated me. They forgave my existence. They forgave me and accepted me. They gave me value. They loved me. I loved them with all my heart, and they returned.
Who could you possibly be talking about? Please say Hajime.
My reciprocation.
I understand that I've done something unforgivable. But you know, to transcend all that is truly
It's love.
what love is all about.
Hey.
To understand what are you saying? You don't understand. It's because you don't have anyone to love. It's because you're also someone who isn't accepted by anyone.
Not anymore.
What a pity. I feel sorry for you.
Well,
Even if I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand, but love is a wonderful thing. This feeling of freedom when you no longer care about anything. My beloved and I are the only ones within that thin veil. I'm just looking out through it. That's why, as long as I'm on the inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, kick me, it's like nothing matters. I could just die. That's how little it matters. Who cares about hope or despair? It's love, and we love.
Who are we talking about?
I don't know. Dogito, is it really the despair disease you were talking about? Seems that I was wrong. Not only was she affected by despair, you were half right. It's right to say that this is all thanks to that disease. Because thanks to that disease, I was able to remember my beloved.
Remember?
Apparently, that's what my symptom was. What a wonderful symptom.
So you had a remembering disease?
But even if that means she remembered something and ended up like this.
Such despair.
Are you saying you were like this from the start? Were you like this before you even came to this island? Oh, she was as crazy as she was before? The reason I became like this wasn't my fault. It was all your fault, you know. Because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I'm the person I am today because of many human relationships. So it's everybody's fault that I turned out like this, you see?
What?
Even so, the current me was most strongly influenced by my beloved's existence.
I want a name!
But
I'm jealous.
But my beloved still forgives me and still accepts me. That's the key difference between all of you and my beloved.
Don't fuck with me!
Are you saying this is Mikon? This is the real Mikon. What possibly happened to you? You ended up with it because you remembered. The remembering disease is not real. I refuse to believe that.
Oh, you still doubt me.
Just a lot.
Then to prove I remember, I'll tell you all something nice. It's all about that World Ender organization that you all raved about.
You serious? Oh, so you remembered everything?
No, I just remembered, that's all. I knew about it all along, how that horrifying organization known as the World Ender is also the organization known as the Future Foundation.
What? Who named that?
Oh.
That's right, the symbol on the ancient Roman door was Japanese word for future. That looks big academy was building.
Just what is this Future Foundation? What are they claiming? As the name suggests, that organization is the World Ender. The Future Foundation is trying to end our world. To put it simply, they're trying to claim the world for themselves.
This is bad.
The heck, this isn't a comic book, you know. As part of their plan to end the world, the Future Foundation brought us to this island. Isn't that right, Mon and me?
You say it like that.
I knew it. Mon and me, Monokuma, they're both members of that crazy organization, aren't they?
I am Monokuma!
My existence is entirely my own.
Oh, man.
Mikon, you really do remember. Then you already know, right? You know the true identity of the traitor hiding among us. Of course I know that. Let's see, the Future Foundation lackey that's hiding among you all. Oh well, nobody cares about that, don't you think?
Swear to you I care!
You'll find out eventually, so there's no need to be so impatient. Probably when that countdown ends.
The bomb? You know about that?
I don't know anything.
Huh?
I have a feeling that's what it is, but who cares about that, you know? I'm drowning in so much love. From the bottom of my heart, I just don't care about anyone or anything.
That is...
What happened to you?
Is this really you?
I don't believe it. Generally, this is what you normally like. And as soon as you remember, this is what we've been talking to.
The past.
Huh?
That person, she didn't exist in the beginning. She's just my past self who lost her school memories. You guys consider that thing a friend? Oh, that doesn't make me happy at all. It just fills me with despair. You guys accepted my past self, but not my present self.
Yeah, I definitely did.
Well, that applies to you all as well.
What's wrong with us?
Memories of people, memories of events, whatever memory it is, losing memories.
Do you understand?
Like losing your personal identity. Memory is the most important component in building a person, don't you think?
That's personally say the soul.
Losing our memories, it makes us shadows of the past.
No, okay, just go ahead and talk over me.
Don't you think?
Hey.
I don't know what you're trying to say, but in the end, it always leads us back to the story, that story about our stolen lives.
Hey!
It was true all along, our memories were taken away.
Damn it!
If it wasn't true, we wouldn't be suffering this much. Well, why don't you just take your sweet time and remember at your own pace? Oh, Monokuma, is it okay for you to start now?
Yes, indeed.
Huh? Why are you asking for it? This is... I don't know how to say this without being corny.
Now then,
it's overwhelming,
I
at
prepared
least.
a very special punishment.
Should we think... What?
So it's over.
Tell me who the traitor is!
Now I can go to my beloved, who always
Who is
forgets
it?
to finally see them. Please forgive me. The one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
What, are they dead?
Let's give it.
Yes, she just said no. He's no longer. He's gone now. But
I hear they, him. You're lying. That's what we get.
She was saying they this whole time. I want to see her execution. This is gonna be crazy. Oh. Actually, necklace. Oh. I might want to look on her. Oh shoot, this is tragic. Sorry. No.
What? You missed? Is that an arm? I missed something. One of them.
No way.
How's it? What? What's up with you?
That was it?
Okay, so...
That was it?
I mean, yeah. See, here's my thing. Buddy, life is full of disappointments.
Yo!
Okay, not the point. Point is, Monokuma has something to get her to space. We had that in this island. We couldn't find that.
The killer who killed Ibuki should be executed. She barely committed her crime because she was afflicted by the despair disease.
She didn't get injured. That big old needle. I thought you were just gonna like shoot her with a syringe until she started like foaming at that mouth or something. Like overdose her.
So what?
You just shot her on the sky.
What's finished? Nobody wanted it to end this way.
Let me ask.
Who was that Mikon from earlier? Was it her true form or is it itself a symptom of the despair disease? Damn it. Doesn't matter either way. If she ended up like that, it's just from remembering. Then all along, Mikon was never worth being a symbol of hope.
But
even if her words were influenced by the despair disease, the disease turned her into that. If she lost herself to a simple disease, she was definitely unworthy of being a symbol of hope.
isn't that right?
So let's just move on. Come on, let's take all of this despair and change it into hope.
Please wait!
That's impossible. I mean, I thought we were friends this whole time, but even so.
Like a house of collapsing cars in an instant. In the end, our friend who we thought ended up showing a completely different side of herself has vanished from our side, leaving behind only her malice towards us. There's no way we could try to move on or have a clear-cut attitude.
Damn
It's
it!
impossible.
It would have been so much easier if she was the traitor too.
Wrong.
Too bad. That's not the case. Mikon was not the traitor.
Come on.
The traitor is still alive as proof. See how fine Monami looks right now.
I wasn't gonna read it.
I'm not fine at all. But if the traitor died, you wouldn't be this calm, right? I mean, you're both pawns of the future foundation, so you guys are like two hearts beating as one, right?
You fiend.
Does that make you fiend? You did say that you're different than Monami.
Phew.
Who cares about who I am? Most importantly, I'm tired. The drama just kept going and going. I didn't even have time to eat my black bean right-eyed during the break.
What?
Your right eye is made out of black beans?
That's important right now?
Wait, now's not the time to focus on that. What are we trying to say?
Hey,
You know, isn't it said that life has its up and downs? It's fun because the downs come after ups, but if life was full of downs, wouldn't it get boring? So, in order to help you guys feel better, I prepared a special event.
This special event?
Head over to the first island beach. An old friend will be waiting there.
Old friend?
Could it be Nekomaru?
He sure did miss out on this trial.
It is, isn't it? Nekomaru was safe after all? Safe? How should I say this? I knew it. Nekomaru will come back to us in one piece. Awesome, we're starting to see the light of hope. He said, the light of hope? I am happy Nekomaru is turning to us.
But we got to tell him 3 people are dead.
So just as I thought.
3 of our friends just died, so I honestly could not be happy. It's Sonya.
However,
That's the most reasonable reaction we've had.
Even so, I am still happy. If Nekomaru is safe, I am truly happy.
It's forward and audacious.
If you are happy, you should honestly greet him with open arms. Perhaps those who have been taken from us would do the same if he still lived. Hey, Supreme Overlord of who cares? That line doesn't suit you at all. Silence, I shall crush you in the dust.
That's better.
Ibuki, Hiyoko, Mikan, can you hear us? If you are unhappy, I apologize. However, please forgive me for right now. I want to warmly welcome Nekomaru when he returns to us.
And tell him about the dead people.
You don't have to worry, Sonya. I'm sorry your feelings are reaching them.
Right?
One of them are in space.
Then let's all go greet Nekomaru. Let's make it grand, even for those who have died.
We're moving past this way too fast. That's reasonable. Oh yeah, you're so sad.
I don't get this at all.
Alright!
Let's go!
Okay. So, that disease is not gonna come back?
Nekomaru's coming down. When you're coming back when we heard that. We weren't able to contain our excitement.
Oh, hold on, you Eminem gonna come back when we heard that? Like, what are we doing?
We were able to contain our excitement into the elevator. We just ran off without listening to what I had to say.
Unbelievable.
They're so impatient. Didn't they let them stick around until others had finished talking? What does that mean? You're plotting something again, aren't you?
No way!
I'm not plotting anything. I was just trying to properly explain everything to them. Including Nekomaru's body. Maru's body? It's their fault for not sticking around until I finish talking. So, if something happens because of that, I bear no responsibility.
Hypersensitive.
What did you do to Nekomaru?
What's this?
Suicide minds.
What did I do? I just saved him, that's all. I mean, if I didn't do that, there's no way I could have saved someone who was that close to death. So it just couldn't be helped. I don't want to talk to none of these people. Let's just get running.
Alright.
Hurry to the beach.
Alright!
So I guess we're gonna see him before we close this chapter, or we're just gonna wait for the chapter to end?
Guess we're gonna wait till the chapter to end.
Fine.
I want to see what happened to Nekomaru. Anyone even here? Where the world is Nekomaru?
Hey!
Nekomaru, show yourself!
You should be yelling.
Now come to pick you up. Please hurry up and come out of hiding.
We raised our voices, we looked around the area, raised our voices again, looked around the area again, and back and forth. But
he's nowhere to be found.
Damn it!
Could it be? Did we get false info from Monokuma again?
And that's when it happened. We had a familiar voice echo throughout the beach.
What happened? Were y'all looking for me?
Could it be?
Okay, he's alive. With high hopes in our hearts, we turned in the direction of the voice. And then we saw something truly unbelievable. Even got Chiaki.
What the?
Yo! I've kept you waiting.
We got feet.
Toes.
Hey, what's going on? Perhaps you don't remember my face since we haven't seen each other in a while. That's pretty sad, you know? That's too much!
Who are you?
Huh? You too? What's going on? If you're messing with me, I'll stop doing it to you.
Let's do it again.
Nekomaru? Haven't you noticed it yourself?
What do you mean, noticed? Oh, you mean this body?
So this is body.
The name's Nekomaru Nidai. I've been reborn in the rivers of hell.
Nekomaru. Nekomaru.